And just like that, episode 5 popped right back on y'all. And y'all know what it is, man. Every Tuesday night, we record it. It's getting dropped on that Wednesday for show. But this is the G.A.M.E podcast. And I hope y'all been watching this, so I ain't even got to give you the acronym no more. But if they slow, what does the acronym stand for?
God allows man elevation.
I go by the name Brooke Acosta. And my brother right here, what's your name?
You know me, I am Gas Mask.
Word, man. So how the vibrations, man? I wanted to start off with a little bit of music. You know what I mean? Some throwback shit that I found that I had, man. Check this out, man. You ready? You ready for it, man? Check this out.
She don't love me like she used to. She don't touch me like she used to. She don't fuck me like she used to. This can really take some getting used to. We don't chill like we used to. We'll keep it real like we used to. No breakfast in bed, no getting great. This can really take some getting used to. I know why you're leaving. I gave her the reasons. All my lying, my cheating. Now she's changing like seasons. All the fuss and the fighting. Now we clashing like titans. On the wall, see the writing. This energy is so frightening. Know it's my fault, know it's my loss. Don't wanna hurt you, babe. But please understand, I'm just a man. Ain't nobody perfect, babe. If I could rewind, go back in time and take away your pain. But since you've been gone, I try to be strong, but it's not the same. I know it's my fault, know it's my loss. Don't wanna hurt you, babe. But please understand, I'm just a man. Ain't nobody perfect, babe. She don't love me like she used to. She don't touch me like she used to. She don't fuck me like she used to. This can really take some getting used to. We don't chill like we used to.
All right. Oh, shit. A throwback Acosta joint. Hold on. I gotta give myself a round of applause. Gotta give myself a round of applause. Gotta give myself a round of fucking applause. That was me being fake Drake right there. Anybody know me? I was trying to do my best emo breakup song. You heard me? Yo.
And you got it, and you got it in the R&B and soul category, boy. You a sly nigga.
Yo, listen, my man was like, yo, when you record, if you ever perform that song, niggas gonna jump you. Cause you know what I'm saying? It's like, you better have that auto tunes with your ass on stage, everywhere you go, after you sing that song. But yeah, man, we are some creative brothers over here, man. Man, so look, man, talk to me, man. What's happening in the 305, man? I heard some tragic news just now, man. One of my people's cousin, one of my people's nephew, he shot his stepfather. His stepfather was a crackhead trying to steal from him or something like that. So he shot him. So the dude is, he caught a case. And I tell you, Miami is fucking, Florida is crazy, bro.
Damn, they was down here visiting or they live here?
They live here. They caught him on Don Shula Expressway or some shit. This shit is crazy.
Don Shula Expressway? That shit got to be in Miami Gardens.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I mean, Miami Lakes.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it was, but I hope no crazy shit like that is happening to you. What's going on in your world in the 305, my brother?
You know, man, just the kids, really, man. Just the kids, family, spring break. You know, shit like that. Nothing too major, man. Focusing on this news, this current news, man. You know, getting some money, man. That's it.
Oh man, listen. First and foremost,
that's it.
That wasn't the craziest. That wasn't the craziest shit though that happened in Miami. One of them. Did you see what happened in spring break in Miami, South Beach, Miami? Man?
Oh yeah. That's the norm. It just happened spring break. You know, Florida, it's a lot of guns in Florida, dog. Like all type of It's a lot of guns in Florida, man.
It's
It's a
like,
lot
damn,
of guns in Florida, dog.
bro, he didn't even care where he was at. I remember a time and place when you wanted to get somebody, when you wanted to get to a nigga, you might lay on this nigga for a week or two to catch his movement when he by himself. These kids today is like, fuck that. I don't care what. They don't care about no camera.
Yeah, you know what's fucking that shit up though too? It depends because a lot of these young niggas so dangerous. If you catch this nigga fucking buying a smoothie at Smoothie King, you better clap his ass because if he catch you, boy, he gonna do it to you.
That's the worst thing to be, man. Is dangerous and dumb. Young, dangerous, and dumb, bro. Those three elements right there is a recipe for fuckery, man. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, man. Like I just don't understand. Like I understand you might not value a life because you wasn't raised that way, but you can't value some fucking common sense and know you going to jail. It's a very high probability of you
But
going to jail.
yeah, I feel that, and I once was those young dumb niggas, but it's kind of different if a nigga really trying to kill you. If you and the nigga really got some issues and like he really gonna try to do it to you when he see you, I mean, I don't know what frame of mind these people in, and I really hate to speak on it because when you find out it was over nothing, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
It's usually over
see,
nothing.
we came up in an era where a nigga said, "Boy, when I catch her shelling his little cousin, I hope they together because I plan on killing both of them." That's not an idle threat. Nigga really want to do something to us, so we really, really gotta catch this nigga. I ain't sure. I ain't sure if that's these guys' situation right here for real.
I mean, in the middle of the party, my nigga, god damn. Like, I mean, in the middle of South Beach is like, you know how close the cops are to you, nigga? To any of you dumb niggas thinking about going and doing some shit like that, the cops are all over there like roaches, nigga. Like, I don't even understand
Yeah,
how
yeah. The
you,
cops be in all type of diners and shit. You know, that's where they caught me at on South Beach by the Fountain Blue.
they caught you. Oh my God.
When I had went in, my Cody finna jumped in the water. He tried to swim to the other. He tried to swim back to the city.
What you mean he jumped in the water?
We put the police on the chase. You know what I'm saying? It was a chase on foot. He jumped in the water. He tried to swim back to the city.
Wow. And did he drown or they caught him?
Nah, they caught him. We got back to the station. He was soaking wet. I said, "You dumb son of a bitch."
Y'all still ended up in the same place though, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No stairways. That's my nigga.
Wow. The things you do when you're young and dumb. The things you do when you're young and dumb. Well, speaking of young and dumb, you had a call for me today while I was at the gym trying to get myself together. And
Nah,
before
you,
we get into, you know,
you said we wasn't gonna go there.
but you've been wanting to. You've been fiending to go here.
Nah. I understand. I understand what happened, like 100%, and it is what it is.
And your take on it from what you've deduced.
All right. If y'all want to know what he talking about the Troy Ave and Tax Stone situation.
Okay. All right. Bring it to light.
And you know, like no disrespect. I had made a couple calls and you know what I'm saying, the homie Banger was a
Stand up, dude.
solid nigga. So, you know, I ain't really trying to disrespect the family in no way, or I ain't
No, but
really.
you talking about the case. You talking about Troy Ave.
All right, so Troy Ave was involved in the shooting.
We all know that shit happened about 4 years ago. It was at the Urban Plaza. He was a guest of T.I. Just giving people backstory.
Yeah, like
He's
7
from
years
Brooklyn.
ago.
He's from Brooklyn. Tax Stone is from Brooklyn. Their crews had some type of beef in the streets.
All right, so legal wise, I even made some calls like to the chain gang just to make sure I was on
Okay.
the right path. So it was a story going around that Troy Ave was basically he was claiming self-defense. but he didn't have to claim self-defense because it wasn't his case. So he didn't have to claim anything. He ended up getting arrested. He was never charged with the murder. He was a victim in the case with a firearm. There were 2 firearms. Legally, he can't be charged with. Legally, Tax Stone and Troy Ave cannot be charged with the same firearm.
Right.
That's one. Troy Ave took Tax Stone's gun all the way to the car. When they caught Troy Ave, he was bleeding and he had 2 guns. So they took him in, stitched him up or whatever the case was, charged him with a firearm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he told them what happened at the station, but Troy Ave was never charged with.
Have you seen his charges, or have you?
He has no charges because he was
why
actually.
The fuck was? Go ahead.
What he's convicted with and what he was charged with was different. He shot in a public place. He was charged with that. He was charged. He was charged with
discharging a weapon.
Discharging a firearm in a public place, and he was not charged with Banger's murder ever. So he cooperated with the police he cooperated to the police with lesser time for the firearm. So if he was in danger or charged with murders, he would have cooperated with the police to get lesser time for all charges.
So you telling me, right? Because I rap a certain way and I talk a certain dialect and I portray an image, right? That when I get shot, I cannot use resources that are allotted to taxpayers, and I do pay taxes as well. That's what you're telling me, right?
Well,
so if a nigga go and shoot fucking Ice Cube, right? Ice Cube can't never be like, yo, this the nigga that shot me. Let me just get that right.
One thing I'm not finna do is let you finesse me. Now
I'm not trying to finesse you.
Either one or 2 things are going on.
Shout out to G.A.M.E, Georgia. You already know.
Either you trying to beat your case or you trying to snitch. It's a difference. Whatever you choose, it has nothing to do with me because I'm not going the route most people are going. In his case, he's a victim. He was wounded. The police know he was wounded. Whatever the police said to him to get him to cooperate within
they could have been like, my nigga, I'm telling you, they could. You know, cops play dirty. Yo, your man just got murdered. What the fuck?
I ain't finna lie. You just have to know your rights. I understand what people gonna say.
And you done got shot. You got trauma.
If it was me, I would have told. But you don't have to tell anything.
First off, Tupac dry snitched. Did Tupac not dry snitch?
I don't know nothing about none of Tupac cases.
When Tupac came out, he was on Vibe magazine after he got shot in New York. Talking about Biggie and them was there. They know who set me up. Wasn't that dry snitching? Let me just get that right. Wasn't that a form of Biggie and them know who set me up? Right? That's kind of like a dry snitch.
Hey, if that's what you want to call it, then I'm not disputing nothing outside of people using the law or being gangster about it. If you gonna use the law, that's fine. But everyone on here knows that Tax Stone been on his podcast, interview type shit. He's still talking gangster. I mean, he's actually a 6ix9er right now because he's talking gangster about getting on the stand when he could have beat his case under the law. He was a victim. You don't have to go to the police and say why. You let the police do their job and find out what happened. If that means sitting for a while and then being vindicated, then that's just what it means. But don't tell, just tell and disappear. I hate when people tell and say, he was on Math Hoffa saying, hold on, he was on Math Hoffa saying how certain people should die. Like certain people, rats or people who try to harm you, how they should die. So for him to take this route is just sort of strange to me when this is your reason to fight. A nigga who defended himself should never cooperate with the police. Cause that is right as you ever gonna be. You know why I took my shit to trial? Because that was my only case probably in my life that I would beat. A case where somebody try to murder you and you get off on them.
Listen,
that's one of the main cases you should take to trial, not cooperate.
You are in Miami. First and foremost, there is a self-defense law in Miami.
We're not talking about self-defense. I never mentioned that.
No. What I'm just saying is that in a state where you can actually defend yourself to some extent, it's much different. He had to explain shooting in the club. He had to explain having a gun. He had to explain all that shit. So he
did not have to explain nothing. He shot.
Mm-hmm.
He is shot by the same gun that killed his homeboy. Any two dick ass police officer could figure that out.
You act like they trying to figure something out, nigga. This
Man,
is the
when you in a murder case, if they don't figure that out, then you should not even take a plea. If they had not chalked that shit off, if they have not interviewed 100 people, you should not even take a plea. You should definitely not cooperate if you see no investigations coming in. You got money, tell my lawyer, drop this shit. Because I know what happened and they ain't trying to find out what happened. Okay, where's the crime scene? What gun killed my homeboy? This is just common knowledge.
The gun you took killed your homeboy.
I'm shot with it. What do you mean? I'm shot with this same firearm. It's not gonna take a rocket science. That's my stance, bro. You do not have to claim self-defense. Now it'd be different if he was saying, hey, this rap and this street shit is not what it is, man. Everybody, let's try to come together in unity. Don't be going saying, oh, I'm a real nigga. Y'all know me, wooty wooty woo. Because shit, you ain't even standing up when it's time to stand up. A lot of people be preaching certain shit, and I'm not asking him to go and kill nobody. I'm just saying you had options. Your first option was to tell, hey, we gotta stop doing that shit.
Well, we
have to stop doing that, bro.
One thing, and I posted this on Facebook, and this is truly my feeling. So I'm gonna read it to the crowd. It says, how backward is our culture where people are expected to do time over someone who initiated harm on you, killed your boy. You tell your version of the story. You don't go to jail, and the person who tried to end your life is actually held responsible for their crime. This is why our people stay in last place over rules that no one can reference and no one understands, and few follow. If somebody try to come kill my man, and I'm not on it like that, I can see if I came there with that intention, like, fuck that, it's on, and I'm ratted up, and it happened, and we in there shooting, no, I'm not going to say shit. I'm going to catch this nigga in the street.
Man, we got to be honest. If you was, not you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to direct this to my cousin. But most niggas who come and be on that, they still going to tell. It might be hard for other people to fathom, but when you're a victim in a case and it's obvious what happened, that's the case that you supposed to act like the biggest gangster ever, because that's the only winnable case you ever gonna have in your life.
But at the
I ain't
time,
finna lie. Them is just statistics, bro. A fight. All right, let's look at it from the police point of view. We walk in. Let's say they catch me. I'm shot. My homeboy dead. They take me to the station. Hey, what happened? Hey, take me to the hospital and let me call my lawyer. You don't want to give us a statement? Nah, man. Bam. They take me. They could charge me recklessly. It's now from the police perspective. Hey, what happened here? Oh, well, we pull a 45 out of the nigga with the gun. He had two guns. He shot himself? Because this guy shot with a...
He did not shoot himself.
I'm speaking hypothetically because we the police now. Since you saying no investigation happened, you charged with a murder, and if you let the police don't do no investigating and you take time, that's on you. That's on you. I ain't
So-
cutting Troy Ave no slack, bro. This man portrayed a gangster to the day he took the stand, bro. And you did some rookie lame ass shit. You shot 2 times. Your man died from the same gun. The police can only say 1 or 2 things. Y'all was attacked, or you shot yourself and shot your best friend. Is no motive for that. When you go to trial, they get a jury a line of instructions. The instructions is universal. The instructions for first degree murder is universal. They can't prove first degree murder on Troy Ave. You just can't.
Correct. But
That's
you
the
know,
sweetest case ever.
but hear me out. You might could beat that, but you also got endangering mad people. Hear me out. You got endangering. You got the firearm. You got all that shit added up. Now hear me out. I would not be in this position had this nigga not came in the club with a gun. If he had hear me out. If he had
had no proof he was charged with all them attempted murders. That's
no, that's not attempted murder. I didn't say that. If he had a bunch of attempted murders, this would be hard to beat. What I'm saying is, that shooting in the club, that gun charge, all that shit mounted. That mounted to a.
We don't know if he was charged with that.
Dog, he was. He was never charged with the murder banger. But what he's trying to say is, none of this shit wouldn't have happened if a hater hadn't came here. I was only defending myself. What was I supposed to do? Let him kill me. Look, let him kill me. He done already killed my man, so I don't catch a charge that you trying to put on me? Let me tell you, and when I tell you my story, when is telling your story what really happened? When is that not snitching? When is it not snitching? I'm telling. I can see if
he made a deal with the police. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I had a charge like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the prosecutor told me? Since you think Florida's sweet, he said you should have ran or got shot and played dead. So what you saying ain't even how the police look at it. You make the police do their job, man. You can hypothetical all you want, but I done been in that position. And they say Mr. Palmer is a dangerous man. If he wanted to show us he wasn't dangerous, he should have laid down and played dead or ran.
So you could shoot
me. When you shot and you're a victim of a case and you let the police swindle you into thinking you got to make a deal to go free, I mean, he did the right thing for him. But I'm just saying, in all opinions, him and Tax Stone was not co-defendants. They didn't have the same charge. He came to court on him, man. He told. He ain't even try to fight his case. He told out the gate, ain't no way no real nigga shot in his leg and thinking, oh, they about to charge me with this body. Ain't no way in hell. Because when you get a jury instruction, first degree murder means premeditated.
Listen, man.
Here we go.
We do have topics to talk about tonight. So we're not going to go deep. We don't already spent enough time. You feel your way, I feel mine. I'm just trying to get to the facts and understand where, even though, Troy is very arrogant and talks a lot of shit.
The fact is, people should stay out the streets. We had to advocate that. It's things that come along with the streets that you're not going to want to take. Don't act like you're going to want to take them. I'm sorry, because it's people who did go another route, and that's how we know these other routes exist.
I just think that he might have talked the street shit, but coming to get a bag is never the street, dog. You coming to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
believe it or not, it's niggas, not only me, it's niggas who will say, I wouldn't have told them nothing. If a nigga kill me, I want their head. If a nigga try to harm me, I want his head. I will beg the police to let him go. I will pay his bond.
And you know what? That is one of the reasons, like I said, we got a stupid ass mentality. That's stupid.
The mentality is don't be threatening people on TV. I would never threaten anyone on TV. I'm not gonna fight you when I see you. I'm not gonna do any of that.
Who threatened who on TV?
What you mean? The beef with Tax Stone and Troy Ave was highly publicized. That's another thing. I'm not finna work with no police for somebody who is It's constantly talking shit about me on TV and what they was gonna do. I know we all saying that we not in the streets, but me being someone who is probably in the streets, that's the sweetest case ever. That's what I was thinking. Oh, I killed the nigga who tried to kill me, and y'all want me to cop out? This the only time I'm ever right in my life.
You felt right?
This is the only time that I'ma ever be right in my life. And then the prosecution, they did try to lie. You know you can't trust the police. They did try to lie. But now you have to prove motive. If you saying that I came in here with a reckless mind to shoot, you have to prove my motive from the car to the venue to the shooting. Ain't no way in hell you gonna prove that. It ain't even no way in hell that the jury finna sit down and be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? This man was shot with the same gun that this person died from.
So, as we talk about snitches, one of the biggest snitches in the world is Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen. China, I hear you in the back, China.
Man, you know that nigga ain't gonna shut up, dog.
So, Michael Cohen is Donald Trump's lawyer. And so, as we talking about snitching, Michael Cohen was Donald Trump's right-hand man. And so, what Trump is going to jail for, or is he going to get indicted? Let me give y'all niggas a little backstory. So
he
Trump
still haven't been indicted, right? Like, as we're recording this, he's not indicted, right?
He has been indicted, but we're waiting for his arrest. Okay?
Oh, he hasn't been indicted. Okay.
Let me tell you what the deal is. Michael Cohen was his lawyer. Trump was having sex with a porn star. He had to pay her $130,000. Trump didn't want people to know that he paid her. So what he did was he actually finessed his dumbass lawyer to take a mortgage out on his house to pay this woman. So there is no way that Trump is not guilty. Why in the world would my lawyer take out a mortgage on his house to pay a woman he didn't know for me?
And why in the fuck would we know that? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? The right to remain silent is powerful. Why the fuck would we know that? But go ahead.
Michael Cohen is a super rat. Michael Cohen didn't do no time. I think he maybe did 8 months, a year, some shit. He back on the scene talking shit about Trump. But this is what this is all led to. And
he got indicted with the Trump administration while he was in office, right?
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check one of these clips out right here because I just need your take on it, man. What you think about your boy? Hold on, let me go pull up this clip right here. What we think about your boy?
This is a perfect example. I got some shit to say about this, but go ahead.
Okay, so peep this, y'all. Check it. Bam, you know how we do up in this motherfucker. We bring it to you live, never contrived. You already know. Here we go. So, boom, check this out, y'all. We bring it back and scroll back a little bit.
You can't Ukraine. I mean, once that net is out, once the microscope is on you, everything is fair game. And it's hard to argue, oh, you can't look at this or you can't look at that. So, yes, if there's an issue with that payment to Stormy Daniels being that it was made on behalf of declared, that's fair game, unfortunately, if that's the case. And, quite frankly, Michael Cohen, again, has made statements that would give rise to suspicion for any prosecutor to say, that doesn't make sense, that a lawyer took out a home equity loan with his own money, paid somebody that he didn't even know on behalf of a client who, by the way, had the wherewithal and the money to afford $130,000. And by the way, didn't tell the client about the settlement agreement. It's an illegal agreement. It's a fraud. If that's in fact the case.
So, let me tell y'all something, man. You gotta be an ill nigga. You gotta be an ill nigga to get your lawyer to take a mortgage on his house to pay a hoe for you. He might be the illest nigga in America, yo. Let me give a round of applause for Donald Trump. And so now you talk about Politico and all these other talking heads. They're saying that this might be the downfall of America. To see an actual American president. Do you know what the image of the president of the United States is? He's the commander in chief of the fucking free world. And to see this nigga in handcuffs, they might fucking. What you think? You think they're gonna start another insurrection? You think they might do another insurrection in New York City if Trump gets fucking arrested? So
hey, dog, at this point, I can't even predict what these people gonna do, man. I can't even predict what these people gonna do at this. It's just the fact that the details is already there. You see what I'm saying? Let's just take. This is not even street shit.
mm-hmm. But they wouldn't know that. Hold on, they wouldn't know none of that shit if they hadn't oppressed Michael Cohen.
That's what I'm saying. It don't even have nothing to do with the streets. It's just whatever you involved in. If you're gonna do it, just be a man about it and at least keep quiet.
But what if you did? What if you didn't know? What if me doing? Maybe I'm just a sucker, like with Michael Cohen. Let's talk about Michael Cohen. Maybe I'm just a sucker for this nigga, and I love this nigga so much. I'll do it. But I didn't know.
Don't say anything. Once you give out those details, you or I can't win. Do you know that it's people?
You're missing my point. What if he got me in some shit? Go ahead. What he did to Michael Cohen is he got Michael Cohen in some shit that Michael Cohen didn't know about. It's one thing to be stupid for a nigga, but it's another thing for a nigga to do some stupid shit.
You know what I couldn't find out?
Or have you do some shit. What's that?
You know, I couldn't find out how did this come out? Like at what point did it become a criminal offense? Okay, he had sex with the girl, he gave her hush money. That's legal, right?
Here's the criminal part. You ready?
Because I couldn't find it.
Here's the criminal part. The criminal part is that Trump paid. Everything would have been Gucci if Trump had to win his own pocket and paid his lawyer back. Trump went into his campaign funds and paid his lawyer back.
Shit. Cause I was like, damn, Trump was a slimy motherfucker. But I'm looking at him like, damn, like where did he break the law at?
He didn't break the law. If he had just paid her out of his pocket and said, yo, it was good meeting you, this will be a problem. We just had a president that was a hoe. But Trump was using all his people, the people that donate to him money, to buy pussy. And so when they found out his lawyer, and then on top of that, you ready for it? Mm-hmm. The girl came out.
Yeah, but she had been came out.
Right. But nobody believed
it. She ain't know where the money came from, though.
Right. She didn't know nothing. But now she's like, yeah, I did sleep with Donald. Because they was like, okay, is it real? Did y'all sleep together? She was like, yeah. And his lawyer gave me a check. And they went after his lawyer and said, yo, you misappropriated funds. You lied. You perjured. But if you help us get this nigga, you only going to do a month. New York. You're going to do 8 months a year, some shit like that.
So at what point did they find out that it was campaign funds?
Because you gotta be a certain level of transparent. And when they seen a certain amount of money leave his campaign fund and go to... And then on top of that, Michael Cohen and other people testified. You got other lawyers that done been disbarred in New York fucking with Trump over this. So the gig is up, man. Only thing I want to know is what time is they arresting this nigga, and is he gonna have the balls enough to man up and walk in there? Either way, he gonna get a mugshot and he get fingerprinted. This is unprecedented in the history of America. Talk to me about what this does for America's image around the world, brother.
America's image wasn't fucked up that this guy is president first. You want to hear a quick story? I don't want to take up too much time. Let me check the time. What the time? Okay.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Before Donald Trump won the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was in one of the racist camps. I don't want to say in the world or the country because I don't know the whole country, but I was definitely in one of the racist places in Florida.
Most racist. Most racist.
Yes, it's the place where they made Rosewood, the county, Dixie County,
Oh,
is where
damn.
is where Rosewood was based. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
wow.
It's allegedly true story, and the what would you call it? The location was there. The
Look, I got
location
my
was,
popcorn. Tell me the story.
okay, the location was in Dixie County, Florida. Y'all can check it. The location was in Dixie County, Florida, one of the racist counties in Florida. I was there, and I was on a work squad. I worked at the water plant. The water plant is where all the shit from the city goes. It goes through a process and it comes out. It's dry shit. You hear me?
Oh,
It comes out as dry shit, like football fields long of dry shit. My work in prison, I had to go there and shovel the shit and put it on a truck that takes it and makes fertilizer.
God damn.
So while there, I was working around civilians because I was at a short enough time and a low enough custody where I was able to work there. Dog, my right hand to Mo Bird. All these people talked about was how Donald Trump was gonna win the election. This 4-5 months before he even won, I called home. I told my grandma, I said, "Hey, you voting?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I don't know why Donald Trump gonna win."
Mm-hmm.
Every dog, these people had vote for Trump in the front of their house. At that point, I knew Trump was gonna win. So when you ask what it does for the nation,
No, what I asked you for, what does it does about our image to
the image.
the world? When they see the man that used to run this country, the man that used to run this country is in handcuffs. You ain't never seen Vladimir Putin in handcuffs. You ain't never seen no major leader of a big ass country in handcuffs over a hoe. Do you know they about to put the ex-president in the fucking lock him up or arrest him over a hoe?
A porn star.
All right, let me get it right. A porn star.
No, I'm just saying. Hey, Mo.
Oh shit, you echoing.
Oh, that's me. Is it something I could do? Or?
Not at all.
All right. So, man, I can't even answer that for real. Because if they wasn't laughing already, they for sure laughing.
Oh my god. Hold on, we ain't sharing the screen. I'm done. I hear a little echo. Just give us 1 second, y'all. People need headphones. You got headphones? All right, but let's get them on.
They're on.
Hey, y'all stop that screaming, man. Y'all supposed to be asleep anyway. It's spring break, y'all. My bad.
You on Facebook? I hear echo on your side. Is this you?
You hear echo on my side?
Let's see.
Damn, that's me.
That's you.
Yeah, but why I got the echo?
Mo, while he figured that out, let me get your take on.
I'm echoing too.
Is it Mo? How you came in as a producer?
No, I'm in as a guest. I can't change echo cancellation, and you had already started the recording, so I can't modify the settings.
Damn, her shit clear.
Yeah. Hello. You hear me echoing?
No.
All right, we good then. I do hear echo.
Right. You hear echo?
You know what? I know what to do. I got it on my side. But really quick, I'm the guy who fixes shit.
Correct, but you can't modify echo cancellation while a recording is active.
Oh, okay. Well, Mo, give me your take on Donald Trump getting arrested. We're gonna be quiet since you ain't echoing.
Donald Trump getting arrested. Well, as it turns out, he hasn't quite been arrested yet. I don't really think they have a case. And the reason why I say that is because it's not illegal to pay somebody for an NDA.
Cuz, mute yourself.
Okay. So if you get somebody to sign an NDA in exchange for payment, that is completely legal. The issue is that whether or not he used campaign funds to pay the porn star. So it I don't care about campaign funds. Like if you're doing legitimate deals, if you got somebody to sign a piece of paper in exchange for money, I don't see a problem with that.
Listen, I didn't make the law,
I didn't either.
but I can say that if it's against the law, lock this motherfucker up. What do you think is going to be the impact globally about Donald Trump getting this happening?
I personally think Donald Trump's a genius. Okay. He has found a way to make himself relevant every few months, whether it's talking bad about him, talking good about him. He is keeping his name in the media. We're constantly talking about him. So it's free publicity. I just see this as part of his master plan.
I don't think this is part of his master plan to get arrested in his home city and get embarrassed before the 2024 election. I'm just saying.
I mean, getting arrested and getting charge of sticking are two completely different things. Is it embarrassing to get arrested? Sure, but they're not going to perp walk him.
He's definitely getting mugshot.
Yeah, but he's not getting a perp walk, and they'll use his presidential picture for his mugshot.
That sounds crazy. I just can't imagine, like, and all them niggas should have went to jail too, man. George Washington, Andrew Jackson, but this gonna be the first motherfucker, and I'm here for it. Are you gonna go, Mo? You should go to the courthouse and film when the nigga he gotta go in.
I see it as being a New York City police protest. That's all that's going to be there is his police supporters trying to catch a glimpse of their favorite guy, and that's it. They got him to come back to New York.
Of January 6th?
Not even close. I think they're scared. I think too many people got in a little bit of trouble on January 6th that they're like, not New York. Not New York.
They're a little pussy right now. Like,
yeah, we know how niggas feel about jail.
Oh, listen, white people don't give a fuck about jail.
White people don't think they're going to jail. That's the problem. White people think they can get out of anything. They don't actually see to the cell closing. They see to walking up this court, indictment, beating all that, but they don't actually see themselves sitting in jail, ever.
Yeah. That's the only reason you will walk into the White House with guns and ready to, and just going through niggas' desks. They didn't think they was going to jail.
No, they thought the door was open and they just walked in. They didn't do a breaking and entering when the door was already open. That's like going to the Dior store and seeing the window smashed and being like, I guess I'll step in. Maybe grab a bag or two.
Right. So I think tomorrow is going to be epic. It's going to be one of the most disgraceful days in American history. It's going to rank up there with what was some disgraceful American shit? Oh,
nothing.
Yes, when Barack Obama was the president, and we had a AAA credit rating, and we went down to like a double A. Our money was fucked up. It was like the nigga fucked up our credit. This is gonna be terrible. But shout out to the black man that's pursuing this. What's his name? Anybody know the name of this brother?
Bragg?
He's a light-skinned nigga, right? A little chubby, heavy D looking nigga.
Yeah, I think his name's Bragg.
Yeah, he look like he might be Jamaican or something. You know, them Jamaicans go hard. He might be Trini or something. Well, next week we will have a ex-president that's been locked up. But moving on. Mo, I'm going to be quiet. I want you to bring this one in. Can you bring this one in?
Why? Because it's a Maryland thing?
Was this a... Oh, shit, it was.
Mm-hmm. All right, so moving on. Let me share my screen. We are going to move along to a Baltimore shooting that happened. It's not that recent. So basically you have a Baltimore police officer that murdered. He's an activist in some pictures, a gun toter in other pictures. Just murdered him in cold blood. So the way the story breaks down, let me pull that up. Just give me a quick second. So a couple years ago, an 18-year-old black teen was arrested while... Nope, that's the other one. Apologies.
Well, the brother's name was, we talk about Tyree.
Right. So we have body cam footage revealing that the moment that a Baltimore police officer opened fire on a man attacking a woman with a knife. Tyree Moorhead became well-known in Baltimore for his anti-violence activism. He would spray paint no-shoot zones at shooting sites and homicide sites across the city. Officer Rutherford and trainee Michael Hazel arrived at the intersection of Fulton and Lafayette in West Baltimore and called for backup. Rutherford ran toward Moorhead, who was holding a large kitchen knife as he stood over a woman laying on the ground. He dove on top of the woman, appearing to point the knife at the woman's face. We've got video. Let's go to the video.
It may be a little graphic, but we
appreciate the warning.
Fair use.
Just a second, please. Coming right up.
Your transition game is basura.
Yeah, you got to give it a minute.
That shit is basura. But that's why I'm right here.
Just give me a second, sorry.
So let me show y'all what's going on, man. This shit is crazy. It's going to blow your mind. And I'm going to share my screen. 2 seconds. Check this out, y'all. And I just really want to know. Oh, you share your screen.
Go ahead.
All right, there we go. Does Papa be on point like under rules, nigga? You heard?
4 units. 2 more units. Get down. Get down. Get down. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. 7 more
He emptied
units.
the clip on him?
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Sir, drop the knife. Hey, back up. Back up. Sir, drop the knife. Put it out. I need a backseat. Hurry up. It's it. It's drop the knife. Drop the knife. Sir, drop.
Whoa. So let me go back right quick. Bam. Crazy. From you giving me that backstory about the brother not being, being an activist and all of this type of stuff, how did he get to this position with a white woman, a butcher knife? Was he trying to kill a gentrifier? A colonizer? Why the fuck was he on top of this woman with a knife? Did he give a cop an open lane to murder him? Talk to me, guys.
Come off your mute first. There you go.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga had a fucking butcher knife. That's in broad daylight with a white woman and a giant butcher knife. The butcher knife was the size of Bushwick Bill.
That shit was huge, nigga. That shit like Crocodile Dundee, nigga. You ever seen
I thought we was about to see some. Like some foul shit. But he had a butcher knife. I mean, damn. I don't know what the situation was. I don't think we ever gonna find out. But the man had a butcher knife standing over a lady, and damn,
a white woman. If he was standing over a white woman, my nigga. That knife looked like this, man. That shit was huge. But was it a case of it? Let me ask you, was it a case of excessive force? Mo, jump in here and talk to me, Mo. Was it a case of excessive force?
I mean, they fired by 8 shots. But, he had a butcher knife, man.
So, no taser on this brother? This brother don't deserve to get tased?
Damn.
Hell no. Hell no.
You might be right there, but damn, he had a I don't want to laugh, but he had a butcher knife, though.
He was basically had a kill me sign on himself, right?
Damn, I wish people understood how serious that shit is and how dangerous you look when you have a weapon and the police pull up, man.
And you on top of the woman. You not even trying to the cop shot him, right? And made this dude kept asking dude like, put the knife down. You see this man is on his back. And you still tell me to put the knife down. Mo, talk to me. Was this excessive? Or this cop, he came up on a lid?
So as we know, Baltimore police officers are not very well known for their delicate touches. We are the home of the kill a nigga in the back of a paddy wagon. So no, this was a mental health episode. So apparently this gentleman was experiencing a mental health episode, and that's how they reacted. So they got a call that the man was flailing around a knife, and as the cops approached, he grabbed the woman. So they escalated the situation. I think this is just another example of cops really need to be educated on how to deal with mental health situations, because they're just killing brothers on the street that probably don't have to die.
Grab the pregnant lady and pull out the automatic. Hold on, he said, what he say? What's the trick said? He told the cops, back off.
Honey here dead.
Deep in his heart, he knew he was wrong. So he let the lady go and the stars to go on. Sirens sound, and he seemed astounded. And before long, the little boy was surrounded. He dropped his gun, and so would the glory. And this is the way we have to end this story. You really gotta be a mentally patient as a black man to jump on a white woman in America with a crocodile Dundee knife. And the police. It was sunny as hell. Wow.
Middle of the afternoon. Price is Right is on. I mean, it's sad though. It's sad.
Did he deserve any lenient?
Couldn't he have been tased? I mean, isn't that what tasers are for?
I'm assuming from that distance, what a taser could have done. I'm assuming, that's crazy. I mean, I don't want to. You see somebody with a butcher knife and you have a taser and then you have a gun. Damn.
I say this, man. If you are that sick, well, no, let me rephrase that. That cop looked fat and like he ain't never used his gun his whole career. He been waiting for this moment. He's like Nicki Minaj. He wish he could have this moment for life, nigga. He hopped out with a nigga with a knife. You ain't got to go to Eternal Affairs. You got to fill out one piece of paper. They high-fiving you when you walk in like, dude, no charges, baby. Dang. Lesson to people. If you have mentally ill family members, keep them away from white women. And big ass knives. All right. So as we move on, right? Check it out. Now this is a case where a bitch should be dead.
Oh, so, I got the story on that one.
All right, so give me the lowdown.
All right,
I'm gonna go to the screen.
You'll get the video. All right, so basically we got an Airbnb guest that refuses to leave. So this one woman's extended stay at a California Airbnb lasted longer than was originally agreed upon, leaving the homeowner ready to kill a bitch. The Airbnb host took to social media to air out her frustration with the company. According to her, the guest won't leave her property, and despite going through legal avenues to have her removed from the premises, She filled out paperwork. She called law enforcement. They showed up to her door and they told her that she can't kick her out because she has to give her 30 days notice. See the video.
Y'all know this happened a lot, right?
Yeah, apparently it happens often, and because she's in the state of California, she has this 30-day issue that she has to deal with.
Okay. Here we go, y'all.
Oh yeah, I seen this.
The kitchen.
I ain't going nowhere. So deal with it.
She disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've been trying to do this the right way. I done went down there. I got the all the paperwork that I need to do to get her ass evicted out my house, whatever. But that shit is a process. I have to go through protocols and all the other stupid legal blase bull. And then I just got the police just left my house, and I'm like, get this out my house. And like, oh, she's a tenant now. She's a tenant there. You and the police, okay?
My door. That's all I know.
Your door. This is my house. How about you get the out of my house? How about that's what you do? How about you get the out of my house? How about you get the out of my house? How about you get?
Yeah, I seen this. I be doing
Shout out to that sister right there.
that squatting shit is serious. Like,
And the reason why I'm gonna say this, because that woman got the love of Jesus in her heart. I would have stabbed that. That's the bitch that would have got stabbed. How you in my house? In my house? But
somebody hipped her to the game. Somebody hipped her to the game like, shit, you ain't gotta go. Somebody gave her that game.
Listen, man.
I would burn my own fucking house down to get rid of that bitch.
Oh, nah. It ain't got to be that shit.
I could take the insurance money, but you gotta go, okay? Nope.
Soon as she would have went in that room, I would have had one of them little hoses with whatever kind of fumes I could find. Oh, bitch, you ain't gonna breathe in here. You ain't gonna be breathing up my air.
Hold on,
Not
son.
in here.
Son, you would have endangered your own life, nigga. You would have endangered your own life.
I would have opened the windows on the outside. Not on the inside, dude.
Yo, if she gotta go outside to eat, she gotta go get food. Somehow she been here for 30 days.
One of us gotta leave.
In a body bag, hurt, or
In the words of your homeboy, and I'm fully prepared, one of us is gonna leave here.
oh, it's a wrap. But as a woman, Mo, I'm a man. I don't think a bitch should do that. Because I'm gonna just lift her ass up by her neck and throw out. But as a woman, how would you approach this?
Yeah,
A law-abiding citizen at that.
Nah, we gonna fight. I'm gonna fight her, and then I'm gonna have to deal with whatever it is of me beating a stranger's bitch's ass in my house. One of us is getting locked up.
But that ass whooping don't mean she gotta leave.
No, I
she
don't.
might go to the hospital and come back.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to jail for a week and come back and still see the bitch sitting in my house. But I'm gonna hurt her.
California got a housing problem, but more, it's like a lot of people can't afford rent, shit like that. I can imagine going to somebody Airbnb and taking it over. I think we should do that. I think that should be some shit we should do, Mo. Find like an old lady in Calabasas renting her shit out. We don't never leave.
Never.
Well, believe it or not, this video kind of it's not recent. It's not yesterday. When you get Airbnbs now, they have you sign contracts that make sure you leave on the day that you check out.
New York, you could get away with it too, because New York is another state where you're not allowed to rent for less than 30 days. So Airbnb is technically illegal in New York for anything less than 30 days, unless the owner is inside the house. So you can rent a room, but you cannot rent an entire place for less than 30 days. So you could do it in New York.
Yeah, that shit ain't happening in Florida. Believe it or not, all the guns here. You can do that.
Or Texas.
You can kick a bitch out in 2 days.
Or shit. or shoot a bitch, provoke her to slap you. You stand your ground, but she gotta be black. You cannot kill a white woman with standing your ground, nigga.
Hey, listen, I'm a firm believer in that mace, boy. If your ass ever been maced, you seen the blood of Jesus. So I'm a firm believer in mace, man. I
Yeah.
mace a bitch down to the Thanksgiving turkey. Mace, give it to her.
So listen, as we proceed to give them what they need, we hit the cop situation. Let's see where we at right now, because we always do this. Oh, going back to one of your favorite topics. That's your name. That's your name right now. Your name gonna be Keep It Real. Because you be wanting to keep it real, don't you? You love keeping it real. So let's talk about when keeping it real goes wrong. I'm a person that fully believes in the vibes you put out in the world is what you're going to get back. Back in the 90s, one of my favorite rap groups was Mobb Deep. And these was the toughest little niggas on the planet. These was the toughest little niggas. And they stayed in beef. Because the music that, I don't know, maybe it was the music or the image or the vibe. As an artist, when you put out that vibe, sir, is it true to say that the shit you put out musically will come back to you? Because is that why so many of these boys is dying? Is it because of the environment, or is it the vibe they putting out? Talk to me.
Honestly, dog, the shit that's going on now, I guess I always been like a subliminal nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga who was talking about a lot of pain and a lot of struggle. You know, because the shit that these young rappers talking about now that's getting them indicted, I can't necessarily say I feel that, because I was always the type of person I knew what music was for. It was always to inspire, you know what I'm saying, to touch people, like beyond like all that bullshit. And I was actually like, one of those niggas who was like just wanting to tell my story. So I think now what people projecting, you on mute, bro. Mute.
My bad.
Yeah.
Play devil's advocate a little bit. When you was in the streets, you was rapping about street shit, right? And that street shit, a little bit, manifested itself. Not saying you, but did you put that out there? Do you think you put that out there and eventually it came to fruition? It came to life?
I mean, logically, that should be how it go. But I think I was living more than I was rapping. It was actually shit that I was doing that I wasn't rapping about.
Okay, but do you think the music influenced you? Do you think you was ever influenced by music? And then when you became a rapper, do you think that the energy you put out in your rap songs came back to you?
Nah, but I think people who not living like that is projecting some negative shit. Because I used to at that time I used to be in the habit of robbing people, like taking shit, carjacking, like all type of shit. And I ain't
you
put
putting
that
in
in
your no music.
Nah, it's a lot of music I made that didn't portray that. Half the shit I was doing, the music didn't portray. I was portraying what I was talking about was when I laid in bed and how I actually felt. You know what I'm saying? Because even though a nigga was knee deep in that shit, I knew that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, life. I mean, what it came with, besides people saying, oh, he a troublemaker or whatever the case was, I really was talking about the shit that I had went through, like emotionally, the pain. You know what I'm saying? If I was a rapper nowadays and just saying, I killed my op, we smoking on, I ain't gonna lie, I probably could have made a whole song about who the fuck I was smoking on. But I had some big homies and we wasn't really glorifying that. Like, you know what I'm saying? My main man doing 25 in the feds now, he on his way out. And I would never, even back then.
Shout out to the homies.
Yeah. Dewey Howard coming home soon, man. And even then, I would never do anything to put them in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? I got a friend that, well, I mean, he my friend, but honestly, he played like the father figure role, like paid for my prom stuff, school clothes, like all type of shit. I was wearing iceberg to school, and I would never put him in a position where he would get fucked up. Like that was always the thing.
So
In
let me
Miami, at a
interject.
certain time, hold on, just let me say this, and then I'm gonna just let you take off.
Go ahead.
In Miami, at a certain time, and also I learned this in Newark, why niggas had nicknames. It was always the less people know, the less they could tell. That's why the dark tints came about. That's why niggas roll with dark tints, because they didn't want you to know what kind of car they was driving so you could identify it. That's why niggas had nicknames so you didn't know their government name. So you
Facts. You never know. No, I fucked a bitch for like 10 years and they know her name. She's like, yo, what's my name? I'll be like,
Pumpkin. My name Pumpkin.
Bay. She be like, short and shit like that.
So I ain't from this era. So even when I rap, that shit was supposed to be in a certain code. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to have a certain limit to it. I don't think people had like those limits and codes. It was always about not exposing yourself. Niggas ain't even want you to know who their baby mamas was. Niggas wasn't even taking care of their kid because they thought a nigga might find out and use that as leverage. You know what I'm saying? So it just was a different era. So right now, I think what a lot of people doing is probably talking about everything they are doing or want to do, and that shit is just coming with some bad mojo in it.
Mo, I'm coming to you on this. Do you feel that what you put out in the music necessarily comes back? I mean,
I feel like this isn't even exclusive to music. I feel like this is almost like it can encompass modern social media now. I think like self-incrimination is real. Like, don't tell on yourself. Like, don't put something out there that can come back at you. Like, that's just 101 right there.
But not to cut you off, the BTK killer, right? Remember the BTK killer, born torture killer? He had got away with shit for years, but he wanted clout. That's how he got caught. He came out a little bit and he got caught. When people are doing stupid shit or things, they want clout. And I think clout is what's killing this generation of kids.
Clout is what's populating our jails.
How so?
Because that's the shit that's getting people caught. You want credit?
I want credit for that body, nigga.
Real G's move in silence.
These niggas not real G's, nigga.
So don't project yourself as one. Don't sit there and rap like you are. Don't sit there and put yourself on that level and then not perform. Like,
I am a broke kid from the Bronx. I have more roaches than I have fucking cereal in my house. And you're telling me if I can make songs about the shit I'm doing, or even maybe want to do, or enemy.
No, you're in the projects in the Bronx, looking out the window at what people are doing and rapping about it, and acting like you're the one doing it. And then when it's time, 69, you snitch on everybody. So no, niggas need to stop doing that.
Let's take him out the equation. Let's talk about the K Flocks. Let's talk about the young niggas that's out there spending, going to jail or dying. They're actually trying to perpetuate something to get themselves out of the hood.
Because 50 Cent made it because of the clout that he dropped. If we didn't all know he got shot 9 times early on, we wouldn't have listened to him. It worked for him. So people are putting in the formula and saying, okay, I want to do that.
Yes, talk to me. You think if we didn't know 50 got shot 9 times, it wouldn't have had the same effect?
I mean, outside of all that, Get Rich or Die Trying, probably one of the greatest hip hop albums ever made. So we really can't dispute that too much. But it's just the fact that everybody, and we talked about this at the beginning of the show, everybody wants to have a hood clout, but then want to say oh, I'm going to tell and I don't care. That's some new generation shit. That's some new generation shit to portray a street nigga and then actually get in trouble and not really stand solid. A lot of these things that these rappers is doing could be avoided if you just really be solid. That's how you know the difference. Like niggas who really in the street, like my homeboy who I was just talking about, like I learned a lot of stuff from him, possibly everything that made me who I am. He took a gun trial to charge and got 25 years. I mean, he took a gun charge to trial and got 25 years in the feds. He took the feds to trial. I'm not taking no plea. Y'all can suck my dick. He did that all the way, you know what I'm saying, until, you know, he got his time or whatever. And now that's almost done. A lot of what people doing now, they missing a lot of the steps.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, you know, who fault it is, because a lot of them spinning, they getting shot, they dying, they going to prison. It's like they missing the steps. The old heads before us told us our generation was lost, but it's not even us.
What do you expect when your OG is 27? Now, let me tell you. I ain't gonna even front. I ain't even gonna front.
We talking an OG who was 27 and born in the 70s is not an OG who was 27.
Nigga, you can't be 27 and born in the 70s, nigga. You gonna be 47.
I'm saying now, but my age, when I was looking up the 27-year-olds who ain't had an ID since high school, who had 5 cars and none of them registered in their name.
Yeah, they let us down a fucking terrible lane. A terrible lane. I remember the first parking ticket.
But
hold on,
we
not to cut you
something.
off. The first driving ticket and warrant I ever caught was because of Ice Cube. Thank you, Ice Cube. I watched Be True to the Game, and remember he got a parking ticket and he threw it at the cop. Remember, the cop gave Ice Cube. I thought you just throw parking tickets out the window, like Ice Cube. When Ice Cube bought the ticket up and threw that shit out the window, I'm with my homies. I got the ticket. I was like, man, fuck that. Hip hop taught me that. About a year later, I'm driving. I got a warrant. So you got to understand, hip hop teaches these kids a lot. But in the same token, you made a valid point. Ain't no OGs. There's nobody telling you. 6ix9ine OGs was telling him to do all the wrong shit. 6ix9ine OGs fucked up the bag. Shotty, all them niggas, Mel Murder, all them niggas fucked up the bag. And telling that nigga like, yo, be dope, make that corny ass rap music, do crazy shit, lead the gang shit alone. Them niggas would be on top of
it. I think that in free Mel too, man. I got a homie, man. They locked up together, man. Free Mel too. But what they missed was the time change. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, well, I don't even know if I can say back in the days, but I guess I'm that age. But back in the days, you could have the softest dude out the crew, and he just know better. The softest dude out the crew will be left at the corner store getting his ass beat and won't say a word.
Not if he the bag, though. You got to understand, he was the bag. And I tell niggas all the time.
That's what I'm saying. They missed the movement of time. They thought we were still in that era where you could leave the softest nigga with the bag at the store and he'll get beat up. They wasn't expecting him to do this because this basically what he rooted for. Even though he wasn't living like that, this was something that he cheered on. This was something that he wanted. You had to think about it.
When you talking about, you got using pronouns.
6ix9ine. Nah, because I thought we was talking about 6ix9ine because we was talking about Mel. You have to think about it, bro. I think we all from a place where gang culture is rampant. When you sign on to a gang or even know an inkling of it, you don't know what you're signing up for?
Hold on. Let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah,
you know a nigga named Punch from TDE?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Punch is a real street certified nigga. He didn't have...
People just like what he looked like this year.
Hear me out. He didn't have Kendrick and no stupid shit. He didn't have J-Rock and no stupid shit. And J-Rock about that life. Schoolboy too. What Shotty and them was supposed to do was get that boy out, stop all of that gang stupid shit, Portray the image. Portray. We live in an era now where you fucking idiots. Jadakiss did not have enough coke that he could weigh the scales with. I'm sorry. He didn't.
The
He
Wells.
did.
The Wells.
The Wells. He didn't have that kind of cocaine. Biggie never shot your daughter in the calf muscle and said, fuck a tussle. Nickel plated. He never sprinkled coke on the floor and made it drug related. It sounded good. These niggas, you're putting it out there, and I hate to say this. The one cat that didn't have to die, we're going to go into his story right now. And I felt this was a whole hater situation. Shout out to XXX Snitch, man. Yo, I got into his music after he died. My daughter was like, you gotta listen to X. X is like Tupac. I was like, did he get shot? He said how ghetto he is. I was like, did he get shot? Did he fuck Jada Pinkett? No, but they love him. And so this week, his 3 killers, they got sentenced to life in prison. And even though, you live a certain street code, I say fuck that. And prosecutor, X wasn't talking no gang shit. X was talking a whole nother language. I ain't even, he was like a light-skinned little Uzi. And
that nigga XXXTentacion was extremely violent, bro.
Yeah, to like girls and shit. But he wasn't in a gang.
No, he was going around fighting niggas on camera. I
seen that nigga get knocked out on stage. Anybody that get knocked...
That was on stage. He was running up on niggas with a camera fighting. He was extremely violent. I'm not,
Was he shooting people and robbing them?
Nah. They was some cool little niggas. He was violent though.
Yeah, but he didn't deserve to go out like that. And what I mean is slumped.
Absolutely not. Nah, absolutely not. I agree with you 100%. 100%.
I love Von's music, but Von was a demon. And Von, they got Von the fuck up out of here. Don't play with the Mechanicsville, Georgia niggas. Please. Leave them niggas from Mechanicsville, Georgia alone. If you from Chicago, don't come to Atlanta thinking shit sweet. The Mechanicsville niggas will get you the fuck up out of here. And they got King Vaughn the fuck up out of here. Quando Rondo. Sorry. So, X's killers are caught. I think justice was served. Shout out to his mama because she still looks sexy than a motherfucker. I seen X mama, and I know she got a bag. Where X from?
He from Broward.
Hey, X mama. Hey, X mama. I can ease your pain, X mama. Hey, you look better than Kodak mother. Kodak black mother look like him. And she looked like Kodak. Anybody who birthed Kodak Black is somebody you don't want to fuck. But yeah, man, X, I listened to his music, thought he was dope. To me, he was evolving, trying to become something different, and he's going. So R.I.P., and he got justice. Moving on in a different direction. We ain't skin folks. We are kin folks. Check this out. So, a black teen, right? This dude got a white grandmother. Him and his white grandmother are chilling in the car. They are driving, just chilling, minding their own interracial relationship business. And the police run up on this boy because they think that he is robbing his grandmother. So I got this off the Root. Shout out to the Root. And this dude was 18 years old. He was arrested while driving the car with his grandmother. Now he's suing the cops involved because they never said what they arrested him for. You think he got a case? Or he should have had tinted windows? Talk to me, Mo. Oh, here we go. I know how to work the machine. Being those you're interracial, talk about it.
So, as somebody who has been guilty of driving with a white woman, my mother, I find this story humorous from my side. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody in the car laughed after it happened. But
it was only them two in the car.
The mom had a friend in the car. So it was two white women in the front and a black boy in the back seat. And there was a report that this black kid was robbing two white women in a Lexus, and they pulled them over for that reason. So they had no reason to pull the car over. Anyways. So something similar happened to my brother.
Okay.
Where my brother was driving my mother's car. He was 17, 18, right outside of DC. And he got pulled over, and when they ran the car, they saw it belonged to a white woman. So the police actually had their dispatch, because it's the 80s, dispatch call my mother on the phone to ask my mother if she gave permission to a black boy to drive her car. And she had to explain to them that that's her son, and yes, he has permission to drive the car. It's not stolen. So this story isn't unfamiliar to me at all. I'd be curious to see if he's able to get some money out of it, because I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Fuck that. I would have told him to drive. I'm sitting in the back with the Golden Girls. I am not riding with a white woman in my car that old.
No, he was in the back. So they thought he was like at gunpoint behind them trying to rob them in their Lexus. Yes. They made up a whole story to pull him over.
Oh, so he was in the back.
He was in the back seat. Two white women were in the front. One of them was his grandmother. And the police pulled him over on suspected robbery.
Shout out to those cops. How to pull that nigga over so quick.
That's when you need to start sending to jail, man. Because cops be so quick to send you to jail. They need to really know what that shit like. And maybe that should be the police training. 45 days in jail. General population. You muted, Mo.
No. Like, don't you have to take diversity courses as a cop? Like, you got to take them in corporate America just to be able to function around white people. But like, they don't learn. Like, you can't just assume.
No, nigga, they the police. Shout out to them niggas. Because if I was a white cop, I'd have pulled this little black ass over to, because I ain't know he might have had a gun to them good white women. He got the gun to them little women, taking them to the ATM, then put them in the trunk. My uncle did that. He put a nigga in the trunk and ran the car off the cliff. He gave him 17 years for that. So I know niggas that do shit like that. Shout out to the cop. Which would you rather have on your head? 2 dead old white women or $3 million?
They were not in danger.
A young nigga, what?
Who caught the police? This is what we had to start teaching people about the law. Was it a report made?
No.
Did
somebody call the police?
The police are driving this way. They see them and they're like, woo woo.
Come on, man. That shit don't look right.
That shit.
What do you mean it don't look right?
But these women are under their own free will. As a police officer, you can't recognize that. Start sending these police to jail for 45 days so they can start seeing why niggas come out with this attitude and why niggas don't want to go.
You muted yourself. Stop touching the mute buttons.
You see this old lady, these two old ladies in a car with a nigga in the back. He might got the gun to the back part where you can't even see it. Now, which would you rather be?
Bro, that's not safe. Take it from an ex-robber. No. That's not a successful robbery about to happen.
Listen. Oh, look at my nephew. Oh. Listen. Let me tell you this. Which would you rather chance? 2 dead white women that you seen them on their way to get murdered. Or take the chance that this her grandson. Which is probably 1 in fucking 40. Which would you rather do? Monique, talk to me. You're a cop. You see
I have a white mother. You're basically telling me I can't go nowhere with her.
Not you. You're kind of light skinned.
I mean,
but you look like a white woman's daughter. You Kamala-ish. You're real Kamala-ish.
Nah, Kamala's Indian.
But you see this black ass nigga right here with these dreads and 2 white women in the car, and you're a cop, and they go this way. What you gonna do?
Mind my cop business and go fight some crime.
You a cop, nigga. You was trained never to mind your business.
How do you get trained for that? How do you get trained? Seriously, how do you train for the?
Yo,
that looks suspicious.
They become dickheads. It's in their DNA, my nigga. Like,
all right, check it. I'm a cop. I ride. I see that shit happening. Hey, let's check it out. It could be some funny shit. That shit look weird as fuck. Hello, how y'all doing? I ain't gonna lie, this looks strange.
You can't pull somebody over unless they violate a traffic stop.
I don't give a fuck. I'm a cop.
Your whole
looks
premise
strange.
is faulty.
Hold on, see, that's where you're wrong. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yo,
come on, dog.
They can make something up. You
Right.
got a broken taillight.
That's wrong. And if I'm a cop, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be the best fucking cop on the beat. You
That's
better
why you're
believe
a
that.
criminal. That's why you're a criminal.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna do the right thing.
No,
that's why cops should go to jail. Cause I'm finna send somebody to jail for 3 years for some shit I'm not sure of. That's why they need to go. They need to go for training to general population in the county jail or the state prison.
And get beat up before they get the job? They get marinated.
They get jumped in.
They don't have to tell them they're a cop. They don't have to tell them they're a cop.
Let them get
They
jumped
about
in.
to get jumped in. Them niggas gonna come out bloods. They
don't have to tell them they're a
They
cop.
gonna be like, listen, a nerd is a nerd. When them niggas walking in, don't know how. What's your charge, son? I have a 4 with a 5. I caught a domestic violence. They didn't even know how to talk.
Hold on. When was the last time you was pulled over? Because these young cops nowadays, you can't tell.
I don't get pulled over.
Me neither. But
that's why I don't keep old white bitches in my car. I might have a half white bitch and another half white bitch and a Mexican, but
well, I got pulled over like 10 months ago.
And
did you get pulled over here in New Jersey?
Oh, right. And then I got pulled over again. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So that's less than 10 months. All right. So
a few months ago.
Was the cop young or old?
They were all under 35.
Under black or white?
White lady on the highway, black dude in Newark.
Oh, that white bitch.
She saw her sister.
I know she was a bitch.
Nah, like, white ladies don't like me. That's why I gotta call them ladies.
That white bitch, I know she was nasty. Cause every police I see on the scene, I don't care if she black, Spanish, Philippine, boy, they the toughest, roughest motherfuckers.
Let me ask you a
All
question.
right, guys, don't give me a hard time.
Is your car registered to your name?
Yep.
Your gas, is your car registered in your name?
Hell yeah, I got a disabled veteran tag on the back of my shit.
Fuck all that.
All that shit.
When they run your name and they see your charges, they're calling back up. They're like, hold up. I don't give a fuck if it's an air freshener hanging over this nigga's window. He's a certified gangster.
I got a disabled tag hanging in my shit too.
You could be a gangster with autism. They kill autistic niggas. Miami shoot autistic niggas too. Shut up.
But at the end of the day, police don't have the proper training. It's 2023, man. Nigga might be pimping 2 old white bitches. Man, you don't know what's going on. You pull them over if they look suspicious, because as Mo just told us, that shit is illegal too.
So
if I ain't committing no traffic infraction, you in violation.
You said he pimping old white bitch?
He could be. It's 2023.
Shoot this motherfucker. Shoot this motherfucker.
That's even worse. You sex trafficking Blanche and B. Arthur. that nigga sitting thinking you robbing his mother and his grandmother.
Hey,
think about it. If you white, hear me out. If I go buy a car and I see 2 older white black women in a car, right? And I see a white boy as Dahmer-ish, his hair stringy, he on crack, but they look like women that go to church or casinos. I'm pulling that car over. I'm pulling it over if it's a white man in the back of a car that don't look right with 2 old black women. Sorry.
I ain't feel a lot of. Mo just told us that's not the law.
Fuck the law. You know how many times people...
You're a cop in modern times. You
You're
can't
a
fuck the
cop
law.
in modern times. Nigga,
You
this is
said
not...
fuck the law and you a cop.
Nigga.
I'ma flush it. I ain't gonna lie. You about to work tonight, young man.
Here's the problem. Ever since
You
they
about
started
to work tonight.
ever since they started locking cops up for doing dumb shit,
Tell them
they got held accountable. You got to turn on your cam as soon as you walk up. Boop.
Sir, why you put me over?
Boop.
And I ain't finna lie, I'm one of them niggas. Sir, why you put me over? Oh, cause hey, I'm gonna let you know, sir, my car is legal. I have no weapons in the car. I'm rolling my window up. I'm gonna slide my registration and license out the side of the door.
Yep. I'm driving down 95 and this white lady cop is going to ask me where am I coming from? How is that relevant to where I am right now and why you're pulling me over?
Because let me tell you something about cops. 90% of the stops they get people with, guns and drugs, they ain't even supposed to stop these people. They get lucky. You heard what 50 said. The D's ain't lucky. Niggas is ratting. People be scared as hell. Cops could tell a nigga that's got some shit on them. You're driving too tight.
So can these cops really tell if they ain't get shit?
No, I mean, they got me. Both times I got pulled over, it was my fault. I was speeding on the highway and I made an illegal right turn on the second time. But I usually get away with shit like that. I didn't get a ticket. I got a ticket from the highway, but turning, I got to talk my way out of it.
I haven't been pulled over recently, so shout out to the Miami Police Department. But when I was actually doing wild and crazy shit, I kept a little bit of money, and I kept me a lawyer. I would tell them motherfucking police officers, quick, sir, this the number to my lawyer? Fuck you.
He's 18, sir. You're a whole grown-ass man. An 18-year-old boy, he's fucking terrified. Okay?
I missed the age part.
He's 18. He's not a grown man.
Okay.
That even made it worse if he was a grown man with two old white bitches. He could have been sex trafficking. Pull his ass over. Listen, as a cop, I'd rather run the risk of being wrong. He didn't die. I didn't brutalize him. I pulled him over and asked a few questions. As you said, it looks strange. My fucking delegate from the police, what's that shit? Fraternity or whatever. The union. He's gonna back me. So my dude, stop riding the cars with your grandmother. Get her a fucking Uber, or you have her drive. You gotta break it up. You gotta have like a white woman in the back. And you in the passenger seat. Yes, because then it looks like it's a ride.
We ain't doing that, bro.
If you got two white women,
hey, we ain't doing that. I'm a half white American citizen. Y'all gotta get this shit right.
You what?
Right. The woman was his grandmother, so he got some white in his blood somewhere.
We don't know. It could have been a marriage white grandmother.
Adopted.
So a nigga look like Kodak Black.
No, I don't know if it is or not. I'm just throwing it out there.
He looked like Kodak Black.
Yeah.
In the car with two white women?
So Brooke, let me ask. If the Uber pull up and it's an old white lady, you're not getting in the back?
Yeah, but I'm not getting in the back with two white women.
No, it's an Uber. It's an Uber. She got her old white lady friend sitting next to her to help her drive. You're not getting in the back of the white lady
I'm
Uber.
reporting you, bitch.
For what? For what? For being white and driving with a friend?
Yeah, you goddamn right.
You're
goddamn right.
Such
I'm not
a
getting
snitch. You're such a snitch. You're a snitch.
First off,
you're a snitch.
You ain't supposed to be in a car with nobody when you drive an Uber.
You got it in you.
With two white women?
I mean, she's old. She want to make sure she get the whole road's covered, you know?
Well, let me tell you about a little sex trafficking that done happened, or an attempt at sex trafficking. So, we're going to talk about this on another show, but T-Boz's daughter was recently, somebody tried to sex traffic her.
That's Mac 10 daughter, right?
Mac 10 daughter.
Yeah, for sure.
They put like a note on her car when she was parked. This girl said, "I'm not touching the note." Because you never know. You touch the note, touch your face, get some drug on it to knock you out. It's shit real out here, man. And them cops is just doing their fucking job. I ain't mad. Sometimes the cops do their job. If it's a little inconvenience, cops be like, yo, it's a nigga out here raping old black women that's 70 years old. That's the reason why I pulled you over. Here you go, sir. Take my ID. I don't want nobody raping my mother. I hope y'all find that nigga and kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got a question as we move on. It's a great show. I put something up here because I'm a movie buff, and I'm sure y'all three are. But I put 3 classic gangster movies. I don't know, nigga. I just been in my gangster movie bag lately. I don't know, man. But I picked 3 gangster classics, and 1 gotta go. Mo, have you seen Godfather 2?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, give me one detail so I know you've seen this shit.
I mean, beyond the fact that I also watch the clip. You gonna show the clip?
Gas. Have you seen those 3 movies?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with Chase. Chill out.
Chance.
Look, they all named Chase, Chance, and Cheetah. There's one gonna be a football player. Cheetah.
Chase sleep, but
so let me ask you this.
It's spring break, dog. You tell the kids to go to sleep early on spring break?
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. You know what we used to do? Our parents used to oil us up to beat us with extension cord. They put oil in it. But Mama, go to you. Which one of those movies would you take out of the entire archive? Forever?
So you posed three options for us. Let's get that first. You posed that we could get rid of one of these 3. Mm-hmm. We can remake it into a black movie. Mm-hmm. Or we can just leave it the fuck alone because it's the shit.
Correct. So,
now,
go ahead. Let me pull these clips up. Should I do the clips now? Fuck it.
So,
if y'all ain't seen it, nigga, get y'all gangster movie on.
So just to have a perspective, hold on, let me see if I got.
You said 1 gotta go, right?
1 gotta go.
Oh, I already got my one.
All right, 1 gotta go.
Let's go. What you doing, Mo?
I think I'm getting rid of Godfather 2.
Is that the Godfather trilogy or just part 2?
Part 2.
So how we gonna? Okay.
When you broke my heart, Fredo,
and
you
then
ever go against the family.
It's
so many quotables. Good.
Remake. I'm gonna remake Goodfellas, and I'm leaving Casino alone.
Damn.
You gonna put Casino as a classic?
Because Godfather Part 2 is a Part 2. All of those are a Part 1. Like, you can't get rid of something that is the first time seeing it, first time brought to you, like, now. Mm-hmm. So by that alone, you got to get 2 got to go. So then you got the other ones left, and I'm thinking about putting a bunch of niggas in the movie, and I don't see a lot of niggas successfully gambling at the casino. I don't really see a lot of highballing niggas at the casino. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Goodfellas. I mean, it happens. It depends on what casinos you go to. But most of them are white or Asian motherfuckers. And it just would be a weird-ass movie in the casino with a bunch of niggas.
Now, I was at the blackjack table a couple weeks ago, man.
And how many niggas was sitting next to you?
Well, there was a lot of niggas in there. But
he went to the nigga casino.
Nah, nigga, I went to the Hard Rock.
Okay.
Cafe, nigga.
In Miami Garden?
Nah, you know it's in Hollywood, nigga. By the hotel where you was staying. You can see it from your hotel.
That big shit with the guitar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's close to Miami Garden. Let me tell you something. It's close. Give me yours.
Shit, okay. I'm with Mo because I'm getting rid of part 2 because that's the weakest one.
No, nigga, that's the best one. Are you fucking Yo, every nigga in the world knows that's when they introduced Robert De Niro, nigga. The young Vito Corleone. That's what Hov said. That's what Hov said. Young Vito, voice of the young people. Hov was still in the nigga. Yo, Hov was fucking. All right, Mo, drop the fucking clip.
Oh, y'all set me up. I ain't gonna lie, still the worst one.
Fair use.
But you're not erasing the character of Vito Corleone. You just not using the young one. But go ahead.
We got company, huh?
And how you got Robert De Niro and Al Pacino playing the same part?
They not. That's how I know you ain't official with this gangster movie shit. Mo, cut the clip. All right, nigga. All right, so Vito, Robert De Niro is the young Marlon Brando. And what part two...
Oh, okay. I got you.
And what part 2 does, it shows you how Marlon Brando became the Don. And the same time showing you what Michael's going through.
Hey, fuck that. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Yeah, these niggas worse.
Get rid of it. Turn a black remake with Marlon Wayans, nigga. You talking about Marlon Brando. Marlon Wayans, nigga, in fucking Casino. And keep Goodfellas, nigga.
Shoot this motherfucker.
Again.
I said what I said. Get rid of Godfather, part 2, like I said. Keep Goodfellas as is, because I don't want, fucking Ray Liotta and all the coke. He should have been black, but he's sniffing enough coke to be white and black.
And he from Jersey. Watch your mouth, son. Watch your mouth,
keep
dog.
Keep Goodfellas. Get rid of Godfather 2 and change Casino. We probably need Lori Harvey or Ruby Rose in Casino, man.
Fuck? Oh,
that's what the fuck I said.
Nigga, we putting Delicious as that, nigga.
Delicious, damn near 50.
So was Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone wasn't no spring chicken. Sharon Stone was an old chick. Stop it.
I ain't gonna lie. We could use, man, there's plenty places we could put in the 50-year-old position of Sharon Stone and a 50-year-old Delicious. Okay. To leave them where they at.
All right, so which movie you remaking for niggas?
I just told you, Casino.
Casino? Okay. Terrible choice.
Listen, Robert De Niro could be the nigga who just was kissing on Michael B. Jordan in Creed, nigga. What's his name? Give me his name. He could be Robert De Niro.
Jonathan Majors?
What? Because he played a hell of a part in The Harder They Fall, nigga.
Nah, nigga, I'm going with Denzel's son for that because he's composed and I like Denzel's son for that role.
Denzel just ain't got that facial expression.
I said Denzel's son.
Oh, Denzel's son. Okay.
I'm fucking with Denzel's.
See, that nigga who played in The Harder They Fall, he got that facial expression.
He's not Robert De Niro. See, Robert De Niro was smooth. You might even have to put Jamie Foxx in that role. You might have to put Jamie as that nigga.
Don't agree with me because we need your list.
All right, my list. The one that would have to go is the one I'm gonna go with Casino.
Okay.
Can't Drake do it?
It's a good twist.
I'm gonna go with Casino. Gotta go for one reason, and that Mo said, black people ain't never really had a stake in the Tangiers Corporation and in that mob shit. So it is so left field. It's almost like niggas freestyling on Mars. The remake that I would make would be Godfather 2.
Oh shit. I ain't gonna lie, I like where you going. Talk to me.
Because Godfather 2 is an epic. It's 3 hours long. I can get out what I need to get out. I imagine Godfather 2 being like a great BMF movie. Like, if we didn't have the show now to chronicle it, and somebody had to put meat shit and the story of how it became and the father and the game and all that into a movie. That's our God. That's our Godfather.
You want to hear a story or not?
Let me finish.
Okay.
That's the remake. Would be Godfather.
Godfather Part 2. Gotcha.
Part 2. The one I'm gonna leave alone. I'm gonna leave Goodfellas alone. I'm sorry, you gotta leave Goodfellas alone because even though the Godfather was real Italian, the Goodfellas was real niggas. When he told that bitch, he said, "Take it off, take it off, take it off." What do you mean? What do you mean? Take it off. Take the fucking coat off. I told you not to buy any fucking thing, and you got a fucking Cadillac and take it the fuck off. It's just certain characters in the Goodfellas that you couldn't make over again. You couldn't make over his wife being that Italian sexy little flower pot, and she's like,
you definitely can't replace Joe Pesci.
He in all of these. No, he's in 2 of them. You cannot take out when Nicky got whacked and he called his mother and he said, "Mom, I'm about to be made." And he walked into that room and it was plastic on the floor and he was like, "Oh shit." Boom. Another one, when they beat this Joe Pesci to death in Goodfellas. Remember, in Casino. Remember they took him out in the woods and beat him to death? But I would do that. Those are the most classic gangster movies. But if we did a remake, y'all niggas said we should do it's 2 against 1. What's the remake? Casino?
Nah, she didn't agree with me.
What you said? Goodfellas?
Yes, she said Goodfellas.
Oh, she muted. Hold on. Damn, my bad. Hold on. We gotta mute. Mo,
No.
who you got?
We're remaking Goodfellas.
And you remaking Casino. And I'm remaking Godfather. We all fucked up. All right, let's get to one consensus. The remake. If we gonna do it, I think the closest we came to it was American Gangster. Was very close to Godfather 2-ish, but it wasn't. Because we didn't get the South Carolina connection, the country, how they came up. Which movie would you make over? I'll go with y'all 2, niggas. We're going to put him in a box. You ready? If we're going to do Goodfellas, who would be Robert De Niro?
Well, I ain't remaking Goodfellas.
You remaking Casino. I think Casino, we both don't agree that niggas could get into that.
I told you, man. But that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Y'all close to Atlantic City and y'all against remaking Casino?
That shit took place in Vegas. It's different. That's where it started.
Nah, we just talking about a casino. It actually didn't start there because my grandma told me stories about Maya Lansky when she lived on Brickell.
Oh.
Like, niggas die shooting dice. Like, that movie won't last long.
What we actually gonna be called Dice?
Yeah, and it'll be one dice game. Everybody gets shot up and the movie's over. A little short. It's gonna be a short.
No, it's gonna be Maya Lansky come to South because Maya Lansky was behind the mob immigration to Vegas.
Of course.
He was behind that, and there's no way he's in Miami and he's not around any niggas. I mean, that's just...
Well, you got to understand, Miami was built off of black workers from Georgia coming to Miami in the 50s to become servants.
All right, so
we come from that. That's our lineage.
So that's what we're gonna stick on. Maya Lansky sends niggas to Vegas instead of the ghoulies or what they call them.
In what era? On Mars? You sending niggas to pick up money from Italian?
Wasn't he Jewish?
Yeah, but
absolutely.
Wasn't he the only Jew that worked with Italians?
No, you got Dutch.
My grandma said it was only 2 black Jews in America. Her and Sammy Davis Jr.
Let me tell you something. That is the lie they told our whole family, right? And let me tell you what happens with black people, because I was a fake Jew too. When you work around Jews, they don't pay you for shit, but they'll make you feel.
My grandma
Let
cooked
me
pasta
finish.
in the house.
Let me finish. When you work around Jews, they'll treat you like family because they're not paying you shit. You understand? That's the game. Eat my food. Come over to my house. My mother's gonna make you a quiche. I'm still paying you half of what you want. So
not Miami Jews.
Hear me out. The Jews that I grew up with, my grandmother and them, every time my grandmother would come up, remember I told you? She would have mad clothes for me. And they would have all the little Jew boys' name in the clothes. This, when I was 6 and 7, I realized that my grandmother was a maid. Because I was like, how are you getting these clothes? But I was intelligent, and I was like, these are leftover clothes from some Jew kid. So they all told us we're Jews. When I used to be on Wall Street closing deals, do you know what I used to wear on my head to close the deal? A fucking yarmulke. They'd be like, it's good luck. It's good luck. You're a black Jew. Could I fuck their daughters? No. Did they pay me what I was supposed to get paid? Fucking no. The placebo is that they make you feel comfortable, like they did my grandmothers. It was generational, nigga. The Jews got my grandmothers as a maid, and I was damn near butler on Wall Street. So I know the game.
My turn, because our grandmother was sisters.
I know.
All right, so.
I'm wearing Calvin Klein drawers. I'm wearing a Jew boy. This is a super double entendre. I'm wearing Jew-made drawers worn by a little Jew boy. I'm double Jewed. I'm Jewed the fuck. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie. My grandma was in a similar situation, except for, did you actually took me to the Ralph Lauren store?
Not my Jew.
Yes. Stephen Rokeesh. Ask your mom about him. She loves him to death. Stephen Rokeesh, along with his boys, bring Junior. We're going school shopping. Except for when we walked into the school, Bird Eyes, which now is Macy's. At the time, I had the same polo that they had on the mannequin. And he was like, hey, how you got that? I said, oh.
Right. He looked at your black ass like, oh, your black ass, See?
This the new shit. You see the polo man at the bottom, don't you? You see the polo man at the bottom? He not at the top.
All right, I'm sitting here all quiet because I do live in Brooklyn. All right, shout out to all my Jewish friends. Shalom. Yeah, you know, and Miami Jews are the shit because my Brooklyn friends moved to Miami and they're doing really well down there.
Well, Mo, why the fuck are you so quiet, Mo?
Really well down there.
Let's let this shit be known.
Listen, you know why they doing so well?
Listen.
Let me tell you why. Because in the 50s,
all right, Mo, he gonna cut me off right
here. Let me tell you why. In the 50s, property in Miami and on Miami Beach was so fucking cheap. It was not the shit. Buy an apartment on Miami Beach for $8,000.
That's not why they're doing well. They're doing well because niggas bought a lot of diamonds during the pandemic and they supplied them as.
You're talking about Russian Jews.
I'm talking about
Jews. Okay. There's a difference between the Russian Jews. Russian Jews, they deal with diamonds. Yeah. I'm talking about the Hasidics. I'm talking about.
No, I don't deal with those. I deal with the money Jews.
Right.
Boca Raton, Miami Beach. I did the whole history on Miami. That shit started off drugs, Jews, and black pain. Black pain.
Have you seen the synagogue down there?
Nigga,
hey, I need to call your grandmother because she would tell you that my grandmother helped one of the Jew families move in Boca Raton in the 90s.
Yeah. So but you know what we were though? You gotta understand our equity.
That shit different.
We was the help.
I love to agree with you, but the shit is different in Miami.
Let me ask you a question. When them people died, did y'all get any money?
Who?
Anybody?
You want to go get my daddy? I ain't get the money.
No. I'm just saying.
You got it.
I'm saying like
you got it.
I'm not gonna expect no money from no fucking stranger. I don't even know my family members died and didn't give me shit.
No, but you gotta understand what my grandmother's was. We fed their kids, washed their clothes. We was the
I can't
maids.
show you.
Yeah, my mother did that in the nursing sense.
Hold on.
I have a painting that's worth. Okay.
Go ahead, Mo.
No, my mom did that in the nursing sense. So she took care of a lot of old women on their deathbed, making sure that they, got their nursing needs or whatever. As far as getting something when they died, hell no. Like that's a thankless. It's a thankless job. You're not supposed to.
I work with you.
You got paid. You got paid. You got paid for your services. You're not getting nothing extra. You're not part of the family. You're not going to inherit anything. You're not getting anything. And they don't feel like there's an obligation. And it's not just a Jewish thing. Like, if I own a business, and I'm sorry, like, you got paid during
They
the
may
time.
give you a trinket of appreciation, but they'll never give you. You can't get buried next to these niggas. No. Even though you took care of their kids, you still got to get buried with the niggas or with other people. No, they don't look at you as family.
But they don't do it that way. They got their own cemetery. It's not like they're saying, I don't want to be buried next to you. They're saying, I've got this place over here where I'm going to be buried. And it just so happens to not be next to you. Like, we got to unmute you, guys.
The fuck around again. We call them the fuck around again. Or, you know what they remind me of?
We have a painting in my living room where you passed out when you was drunk.
All the time.
We have a painting in my living room that was given to my grandmother by Mr. Rokeesh. I'm going to get it appraised. For the next episode.
Next one.
I'm gonna get it appraised. I wish I could show it to you. And my grandma was also in this nigga will.
That's a rarity.
Okay, so I make a casino. Next question.
You're not making a
next
casino.
Question,
These
Mo.
Niggas, listen.
Question.
The only
First
nigga
of all, I live 15 minutes from the Hard Rock Cafe, and my grandma was in the will of a Jew. I'll make a casino.
First and
next
foremost,
question.
Let me help you with this.
Hey, Daddy. No. I got a trick for your ass.
No.
Your ass, I got a trick for.
I'm not done.
That it.
I'm asking you one question. Who was the only nigga?
This nigga heard Shelley hit
hold on, let me finish.
Jews, man.
Let me finish. Who was the only black man in the history of mob movies?
What's going on?
This way they hold on.
This nigga, Mr. Rokeesh had grandma in his will.
Like that.
Mr. Rokeesh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Exactly. Yeah, that's my baby in the back. He word. Yo, but let me ask you this. Who was the only nigga in a black...
What?
Hold on.
My grandma spent the money. She was in the will.
There might be some papers.
So where the money at?
Got that? That's a city girl. Hey, hold on. Is that my sister in the back? Clap it. Hold on.
He's died in 95. You got money you have from 95?
Yeah. If it's enough. Hey, Mo, you still got money you spending from 95?
Hey, listen. Miss Grossman gave for that painting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they will give you shit.
Yeah, I definitely have my money from 95.
So, what the question I was asking, since we all inclusive in all this shit, right? Hey, love that, right?
What Jeezy said, I ain't have to open up a whole day since 94.
Let me ask you a question. Who's the only nigga been in an Italian movie with a role? In any of these movies we watching.
Oh, shit. I want to hear this. Tell me.
Godfather 2, from Casino and Goodfellas. Who's the only black man in the movie? And what happens to him? How the fuck do they treat him?
Man, I'm making Casino over, man.
All right, I'm going to tell y'all. It's Samuel L. Jackson. He's in Goodfellas.
Oh, that's classic.
He's the dumb nigga that don't burn the car.
You right. Yeah,
Joe Pesci and these niggas come at him while he's in his drawers. And he like, what you doing, man?
He got a tighty whitey's on too, man.
And he murk his stupid ass. Because they never kept... The closest a nigga been to Italians was Bumpy Johnson.
Man,
That's
I already told you what movie I'm making over. I don't even know why.
Casino? That shit ain't gonna work. Mo, me and you, Goodfellas? I think we
I just took wifey to the Hard Rock.
I think we overruled them. So the movie we gonna make is what?
We're overruling. We're doing Goodfellas, right?
We're doing Goodfellas starring Sean Puffy Cole.
All rappers.
No, nigga, no. Fuck you. So, Diddy is gonna be Henry Hill.
I mean, Drake can be in it because he's actually an actor, right?
True.
You know who Drake gonna be? Maury.
Come on.
You seen
Come
Goodfellas? Hey, yo, you
Come
seen
on.
Goodfellas, son?
Come on.
Maurice the guy. Maurice is green. He's always like, "Where's my money?
Where's
I gave
my
you guys
money?
I set the whole thing up, and nobody gave me my money." You know who I'm talking about? Maury
Nah, that's not Drake. That's
with the dry cleaner.
That's like
Yeah.
Nick Cannon or somebody.
Nah. That's fucking Drake. And Maury is a Jew.
That
And
shit
Drake
gonna be
is
like Crush Groove. Y'all turn the Goodfellas into Crush Groove, man. This shit wow, man. They turn that shit into Crush Groove. Wow, man.
Oh shit. He said, "Yo, we really turned that shit. Yo, Goodfellas meets Crush Groove. Fuck you talking about? Drake is that nigga. Put that nigga on there. Tiana Marie could be the wife.
Who?
Not Tiana Marie. What's her name? Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor, man.
Could be the wife. You know, the one that be sniffing coke with him. The skinny wife that he.
Why
he
not
back-
make Ashanti the wife? Because she based her whole movie off of that. I mean, she based her whole single off of that shit. You gonna
Ashanti
Ashanti?
ain't. Ashanti got no talent.
Oh,
Tiana Marie,
right.
we believe. We
Taylor,
don't believe.
Taylor. Her
Taylor.
last name is Taylor Shepherd. If we being politically correct.
Right. We don't.
Puff Daddy has no movie talent either, so don't talk
Absolutely.
about
You mean a
talent.
nigga? Hold on. You
That's
mean a
right,
nigga
bro.
you mean a nigga that been on Broadway? Don't talk to me. Puffy did Raising in the Sun
Okay,
for a year,
yeah, okay.
and that's
The man,
Stop
the
it.
Man, the man character was 20 minutes.
no.
Hey, but hold on. This your movie.
He was Walter, and if you watch, hold on, did you see the Raising in the Sun movie Puffy did? With
Yeah.
Felicia Rashad was his mother, and Sanaa Lathan was his sister. He was poor.
What else he
I'm
do?
going with that.
What else he do?
He was in Maid. He been in a lot of movies. Get the Greek. He's very funny in movies.
Get the Greek.
The
How
fuck?
dare you? How dare boy? I knew this shit was gonna go left. I just didn't know when.
Get the
write
Greek
with your
was
left
funny.
hand? You write
Who,
with
me?
your left hand?
I write with both my hands. I'm left-handed and right-handed.
Go fucking figure.
So, nigga, our movie hitting way harder than yours, but because we'll stay here all night because your movie kind of like doodle. You ain't even got no lead actor for Casino. Who the fuck you gonna
Yeah,
get?
his movie sounds like Uncut Gems right now.
Word.
I told
Speaking
you
of
my
Uncut
lead actor
Gems.
was. You ignored me. Hold on. I hope the people who watching realize what I said when I first started. Who I wanted to play Robert De Niro in Casino.
That nigga is got muscles. He can act, but he ain't got no swing. You might as well get Idris Elba.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, Idris! Don't play with me. Idris been a gangster. Him and Franklin. Ooh! I just cast your movie for you.
And I did ask for it.
I cast your movie. It's got to be Idris and Franklin. Franklin gonna be Joe Pesci, and
I'm not getting two English niggas to play in my movie.
Now you got to get that little fat nigga from
Snowfall.
No.
BMF Lamar.
Yes.
Who?
No, not
Lamar.
Black ass Lamar.
nah. It's the little nigga that they had to put in witness protection.
And BMF.
No, not in BMF. And you watch Your Honor.
Oh, listen! I just put my wife on to Your Honor.
Hold on. That little
And
fat.
we watching, and she watching Breaking Bad. You talking about Eugene Jones? Say my name.
Listen.
My name's Eugene.
Say my name.
Hold on. You gonna put Eugene in a big ass suit and have him being gangster? Franklin is good at being gangster, or Franklin's lieutenant, the nigga with the cornrows that went to Africa.
You seen Swarm?
Oh, of course, I've seen Haley get her ass hit from the back. But next week
She
you gotta
wanted us
make
to
it.
see. She wanted us to see that. What's up?
I ain't watch it that hard. I probably was downstairs in the kitchen when that part came out. I ain't seen it because I definitely would have raped myself a few times. But as we move on,
Okay.
we know that Smoke's movie
Hey,
is going
that's
to
a
be
good
corny.
topic. That's a good topic to move forward on. Speaking of Haley getting hit from the back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's on me. Oh, speaking of
Yeah,
Haley getting
motherfucker,
hit from
you
the
just
back.
laid it up.
Speaking of Haley getting hit from the back, what do you guys think of polygamy?
Polygamy.
Give me the rundown. I ain't gonna lie, I had to take some notes. Wifey laced me up on polygamy, and I had to write this shit down.
All right, well, you set it off, and I'm gonna give you my take. You set it off.
Okay.
And I asked you, give me the definition, and in y'all mind, what are the 5 or 3 things that can make a polygamous relationship work?
Okay, first off, let's just say there's 2 types of polygamy.
Mm-hmm.
There's polygamy and polyandry.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also polyamorous. Okay, polygamy is when a man is married to multiple women. Polyandry is when a woman is being married to multiple men. Polyamorous is a non-monogamous relationship between several partners who are having sexual relationships. Okay. The steps to a successful polyamorous relationship, each person involved has to set boundaries and rules, be honest, and most importantly, be on the same page, whatever rules the person involved sets. Communication.
Who get to set the rules? Now hear me out.
I guess it's the person introducing the polygamy.
All right, so I'll answer that one. In the polyamorous relationship, it will say benefits the man. The man will set the rules because he has 2 women. In a polyamorous relationship, the first one was polygamous. In a polyamorous relationship, most likely the women are together. So everybody sets the rules. Like, I get to say when I want to be with her. I get to say, when it's okay.
Do you have to be with her?
In a polyamorous, yes.
That means us. All right, let me get it. Us fucking.
Us. All of us. All of us are open-mindedly. Polygamous is just that one nigga has 2 chicks. What's the other one?
Polyamorous?
No, polyandry is the woman deciding. Like a couple weeks ago, on your show, you were talking about this chick that had 2 different husbands and she wanted another side piece. So she's polyandry. She's making the decision. Those dudes can't have other chicks. They just need to stay there and wait for her. The same thing in a polygamous relationship. Those chicks can't have no other dudes. They just need to be there available for him. But in a polyamorous relationship, everybody's sitting at the table and we all coming to terms and deciding how we're all going to be in a relationship.
Okay. So what would be, I'm going to ask you guys, you said it, but I'm going to flip it. Let's say you was in a more nigga relationship.
It's the one with the D in it, polyandry.
Oh, polydictory.
Yeah, polyandry.
Yeah.
With the D.
That's rare. That's rare. That's not as popular.
Because how many niggas are really falling for that? You stay in that room until I come over there and you can break me off.
I don't know if there's a lot of women that can take care of a nigga like that. Like, hear me out. I think a lot of niggas would do that. But that comes with you taking care of me. Same way it comes with bitches.
You could live with you could live in a house with another dude that's fucking the same chick as you?
It depends on...
Because that's what it is.
It depends on how she taking care of me. It depends on his attitude. Like, he can't be walking around like, I'm fucking your bitch. If we fucking her together, we homies. And I would definitely need my time with her. And I would definitely have to need something on the side, whether she knew or not. That was a little bit mine.
Are y'all going out to restaurants as a throuple?
Yeah, why not?
Shit, yeah, she paying.
Shit, that nigga like steak too.
So
I mean, shit, I pay sometime.
that sounds
Nigga,
like
you
tricking.
want a steak? Nigga, you want a steak?
Yo, did you just offer this nigga a steak?
A steak, nigga. A nigga. What you want? A Corbe? A Wagyu? Nigga, what you want? A
That's a
tomahawk?
gangster. Now, is this? We both sound like gold digging ass niggas. Is this contingent upon her having a bag?
I can only see this being like a whim. I can't see a sustaining relationship possible under these conditions.
It depends on how she treating her.
How long you really gonna sit there and? Okay.
She taking care of my kids. She got a bag, nigga.
Wow.
Like,
wow, that's how chicks sound.
Gas, talk to him. He married, see? Yeah, he could. Hey Mo, let me ask you this.
What's up?
I got a better question for you. Could you be in a polyamorous relationship with two bitches?
It's tuna in there too.
No. Like relationship is something you have to sustain, and I'm not interested in anything more than wham bam thank you ma'am if that's where I'm going. Like, I'm not sitting here and waking up and who's making breakfast and can you wash my drawers when you do the laundry? Like, we're not doing that. No.
You don't want to be communal?
That's different. I don't mind communal living, but we don't all have to be fucking.
Polygamy has its good advantages.
So you'll be better off with a nigga just fucking both of y'all separate.
I'm better off being. Let me tell you what I'm better off being. I'm better off being like the side piece to that situation. Like, just hit me once in a while. I'm not trying to be all. That shit sounds like a headache.
You trying to be a side piece?
A polyamorous side piece.
Do you get jealous?
No, it's not that I don't have the patience for it.
What?
I don't have the patience for it. It's not about being jealous. It's like I can see the benefits to it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But
so let me talk to the alpha male.
Gas, what are some benefits to that situation?
No, I'm gonna flip it on Gas.
Unmute his ass.
Well,
there he goes. He's good.
It has its disadvantages.
Which one? Polyamorous?
Huh?
It has its advantages too.
It has its advantages.
So why do you have a show? Okay.
Based on statistics, it lasts like 5 to 8 years. I mean, those are the general ranges that.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh yeah. So those are basically the times that it lasts, and
that's longer than most marriages. That sounds like a fucking happy marriage for 5 to 8 years.
Yeah. Because when you compare it to marriages, people who agree in it, it probably lasts. I mean, people who agree with it last longer than marriages.
There's a big difference between polyamory and swinging. Swinging is just like fucking people. Like, y'all go to the swinger set, y'all fuck people.
Hey,
I think that's kind of. I think that's kind of nasty.
No, I'm saying, put yourself in the camera.
I think that's kind of nasty.
Hey.
I think that's. You up? I think that's kind of nasty.
I've been up, but let me tell you.
No, hold on. I think swinging is nasty.
Swinging is nasty, but when you dealing with a polyamorous relationship,
mm-hmm.
you got to understand that there's also advantages as well. And the advantages of it is, the affection, the love, the sexual. You're not lacking sexual intercourse and stuff like that. But you have to understand that everybody got to be on the same page. It's not going to work if everybody's not on the same page.
Most people are never on the same page.
If you are a jealous person, it's definitely not going to work. Because you're going to feel like, oh, she's getting more attention or he's getting more attention or whatever the case may be. But it works. if because society, one, for instance, we were raised on monogamy. So,
some of us.
yeah, no, but majority of us was raised on monogamy. So when you talk about polyamorous, polygamy, polyandry, polygamy.
Said it. You have to get it right. Get that word right. It's
Yeah. Listen, I've been drinking.
come on, little Boosie.
Listen, baby, I've been drinking a little bit.
It's polygamy.
No. I wasn't talking about polygamy.
What's the other? Polyandry.
So at the end of the day, you have to understand that certain people are made for that. Like, but because society was raised on monogamy, people don't venture more into the polyamorous relationship.
Let me ask you this: why can't I have 5? I can have 5 cars.
Because let me tell you something.
Hold on.
Listen,
hold on, D. I can have 5 cars. I got 5 chains. I got 10 diamond rings. I could have 5 houses. 18.
But you can't have 5 wives.
Right. The world will look at me like a piece of shit.
Listen,
if I say,
this is why I say polygamy is against the law. Polyamorous relationships aren't.
Polygamy is not against the law in, what is it, Utah?
No, it is. It's illegal. Research your stuff.
Nowhere?
It's not legal in no state. Period. That's why like I said, there are 3 different types. You have the ones that are married to the women, the ones that are married to the men. Then you have polyamorous. They're not married. They're just in relationships.
That shit is outlawed in every state, nigga.
not polyamorous relationships. You know why? Because they not married. So that is not against the law. You can have you can date whoever the hell you want to date.
But you guys are speaking on it from a personal perspective, like, your body, you feel good, whatever. But we're taking for granted that an entire religion, like Muslims, completely believe that polygamy is something that can be great, actually. The honor to have 2 wives, the ability to have so much that you can not only take care of your first wife, but you can take on a next one. And if you are so lucky and blessed, you can even take on a 3rd one. But it ends up coming down to, your ability to take care of your wife. And
you know what stopped all that?
Now, if you want to go
hold on, D. Hold on. You know what stopped all that? Slavery. When you can't have no slaves, you can't have no bitches. So the white man was used to having slaves.
If you were Muslim, you can have as many wives as you want outside the United States.
I'm talking about in America. Hold on.
Let's go back from Bible stages. From slavery. Let's go back to Bible stages.
I can have as many bitches as I want.
They had it there. They had many women. They had many wives, and they had many children. If we going back to the Old Testament.
Yeah, you can't do that in America, though. In America, you're not free enough to do that.
But just you're not free enough because it's man-made laws.
Right, and you know who else make those laws? Women. Don't act like there's not women in the Senate and women and all this type of shit and bitch ass niggas and all that. And
I'm with you. I'm like the little rascal. You're a He-Man woman hater.
No, I'm not, because it's a lot of women in the government that made these laws. You act like we ain't got women governors.
No, these laws, these as much as we like to separate, as much as we want to separate church and state.
One at a time. Go ahead, Mo.
No, I'm saying as much as we want to separate church and state, like these laws are originated and founded on Christian beliefs where,
Hello.
So man, woman, whatever it is, it's kind of irrelevant to the fact that this is God's country.
Hello.
This is a whole country. You come here, you can get money, send it back to your country.
Yeah.
Just black people.
And guess what? When you die, you can't take none of that shit with you.
No. But at the end of the day, while you're living,
you just ain't giving a fuck.
You can have heaven in America.
Oh my God.
You can't go to Russia and do this shit. You can't go to China and do this shit. It's probably not in nowhere else, but in America, we got pills.
You can't marry 7 different women. But
That's
you
the
can have,
only downside.
guess what? You can have 7 different girlfriends. You can. You ain't committed to nobody and they ain't on no paper.
Lord Jesus, 7 different girlfriends.
It's not illegal to cheat.
No, it definitely ain't.
It's just costly.
That's if all the parties aren't in agreement. That's why one of the first things that was explained was that as long as everybody sits at the table and comes to an agreement about how the terms are, you can move forward.
Nigga, this is not Israel 940 AD, nigga.
Camp David.
No nigga sit with his girls. Cause one and be like, y'all, I like
you. You better sit with your girls and explain the shit up front, because if not, you in for some nasty surprises down the line.
Yeah, most definitely.
I walk in and y'all fucking each other, we gonna have problems, because that's gonna be one of my ground rules.
Nigga, don't play with me. If we ain't fucking together, we ain't fucking at all.
After part of fucking somebody else, the dope part about fucking somebody else.
We ain't fucking together, we ain't fucking at all.
Is that the other motherfucker don't know?
Yeah.
It's like, what?
I'm coming in the room. Oh, y'all done got the party started already?
No. Oh, let me get the remote. I want to watch Power. Keep going. Girl, bye. Hey. And just close the door. No.
I don't know, but it works for it works for some people, it doesn't.
Secret Lovers was a hit. It wasn't Known Lovers. You never heard the song like, Known Lovers is what we are. No. It's called Secret Lovers for a reason.
And guess what? That's society.
That's society. I don't think no man is strong enough for his woman to say, yo, this nigga right here.
I actually have a friend that takes his girl and they both go to swingers clubs and they
No, I ain't talking about that. They nasty. I'm talking about a woman with balls enough to bring another nigga in her house, sit her man down, and be like, y'all like him, and I like you. And I know y'all both like me.
If I was to have to venture off into that type of world,
You have to go to church.
I ain't bringing no nothing. I'm bringing
No. It's so easy. I like to make the questions hard. Pause.
No, don't make the questions hard.
No, because it's so easy.
Let me tell you something. Even if I bring another nigga in, my boundary gonna be, nigga, you better not put you don't touch on him, don't feel on him, vice versa. If that's what they do, then I already know what type of nigga I got.
Oh no. That ain't.
Just be honest.
That ain't never happening. But I'm just saying, in the history of womandom, you gotta be super solid or some type of magician and bring 2 niggas together and be like, yo.
How's that? Because back in the day, what y'all used to call it? Running the train?
No, that ain't a train.
That's what y'all used to do?
No. A train.
You bring your homeboy in, man, I got this girl.
She's somebody we gonna get rid of. This somebody who's gonna be cooking us food. We gonna cook her food. We gonna take her to the doctor. She gets it. So this is
Somebody
different.
better do it. I don't know. I gotta let Smoke.
Mo, could you have the balls to bring 2 niggas? Just if you love the nigga.
If I love the nigga, I have to sit down and have that conversation with him, see if he's comfortable with stuff like that. If he's not comfortable with stuff like that, then I won't.
I don't want to know that nigga. Like, I can have 2 niggas, but they can't. I can't know. They can't be my nigga with another. Like, that's not happening.
No.
They have to be like 2.
No. They just know they dealing with you. They not together like that. No, stop for law. I'm talking about just they dealing with you, and you bring.
I don't know how y'all can be okay with that.
As a man, I don't know.
Like, I'm just looking. Like, I don't even.
Women can deal with that, but men can't.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable in that house with y'all niggas.
Unless you like Oprah.
Don't get me wrong. Don't say it can't happen, because me and the nigga watched a whole couple of shows like that.
That's TV. That's for a bag. I'm talking about reality. Ain't nobody.
Reality. That was a reality show. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, no. Speaking, we got one more clip about the mom doing too much.
So sometimes parents can love their kids too much, and you don't support your kids.
I get a round of applause for Mrs. Palmer.
Let me get to the media. Let me mute Mo. Hold on. I'm stuck. Yeah. Now.
And let me show
Check
y'all
this
this
out.
little nigga in his Ithaca drawers.
Oh no. No, that's gonna be child porn. We can't do that. You fuck around.
Wait for this shit.
No, YouTube fuck us up. So speaking of parents doing too much, you just probably just did too much right now.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this, man. See, you're gonna make me do a lot of editing, man. So listen, man. As we go out with the episode called "You Doing Too Motherfucking Much," this is a parent right here that should have told her daughter, "Sit the fuck down. Learn how to play the computer. Learn how to do anything but sing."
This is what love feels like. I don't want it. If this is what love feels like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
That's her mother right there.
You could have it. You could have it. You could have it.
Damn.
What
Take that
love
off.
feels
Take
like.
that off. Goddamn. Have you ever been involved in something with someone who was not talented at it, but you felt you had to support them? Like they was trash, and you had to support these niggas.
Y'all want me to go first? Cause no. I think black people, like, you know, when you look back at like Ray Charles and Gladys Knight and people, Otis Redding and people like that, man, you really couldn't be around us if you ain't have it. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
You ain't never been around one of your homeboys who wasn't a great at basketball or something, or you just was like, gave him some inspiration, a little motivation, or stood next to the nigga while he did it terribly.
Nah.
You ain't never stand by nobody that did something terribly just because they was your man?
Nah.
Or supported it?
Nah.
You suck as a friend. Mo. Come on, Mo. I know you done.
I ain't saying I did it on purpose. I'm just saying niggas who I fuck with, whatever they did, they realized that they had something. And we realized that they had something.
If I'm gonna go if I'm gonna go to your show, I'm gonna clap loud as shit and I'm gonna support you like I'm your number one fan, but your shit is probably garbage. But yeah, you're never gonna know. But if I'm there, I'm there. I'm
all the way in.
All the way in.
If I took the time to go to your show, support you, listen to it,
like yeah. If I hear a neighbor on my block that I grew up on made a record, I'm gonna go buy it on iTunes. It's probably garbage, but he's gonna get my dollar. He's gonna get my money. I'm gonna support.
I feel like you got the whole world against you as an artist or doing anything positive. Why the fuck am I gonna add on to it? You have a million haters. I'm not gonna be the dude that just hate on you. Am I crazy for that?
You're a fucking liar, but you're not crazy. Like people can't get better. People can't get better. Like if you really fuck with them, you would have to be honest with them. But if you're just there to support, that's a job in itself. Just support.
What do you think people need? Criticism or honesty?
Both.
Yes. Which one? 60-40? Give me a breakdown.
Because honestly, going and clapping and supporting isn't honesty. That's just support. That's just showing up. Like that's showing up for a kid's recital. Like yay!
I mean, like, what they playing football or something, or they rapping?
It don't matter.
Nah, it kind of does matter because
I'm not saying you going to. Even if I go see one of my homegirls that's stripping, and I decided to go see her, I'm going to support. Even if she bullshitting, I'm going to support. Because I came out. This is my people.
Well,
How many?
technically, I grew up with Ocho Cinco and Andre Johnson, and them niggas was just always the fastest niggas around.
I ain't talking
So,
sports all the time. I'm talking about niggas who wasn't good at something but got good, but they came to you and was like, "Yo," it was at a point where you could have shit it, but you gave them some uplift.
nah,
Uplift.
I'm always supportive. My grandma's house was always the house where you come to get support. So I never had a nigga who was shitty at something, and I supported him.
Wow. So you had great friends your whole life. Your
Nah,
friends,
they wasn't great
your
friends,
friends
but
been hold on. Your friends been great at everything. Mo, what do you call that you put on your
hey
hat?
Mo, don't feed into this shit. This
Mo,
nigga
what is it
capping.
called? What is
This
it called,
nigga,
Mo?
What?
this nigga is capping
I'm
because he met my
fucking
friends,
cap.
and I have a friend. Right? He's one of my best friends. His son is my godson. Like, it's dumb love for him. And his name Pizza Man. And actually, Pizza Man actually knew his role. He knew his role, and he was great at his role. So the things he did was things he knew he could do. So I mean, I don't feel like a lot of us should have friends that's doing shit that they not good at. I mean, are we really thinking about that?
Hell
Are you
yeah,
really?
because you gotta train to get good at shit.
Come on, man.
Hold on, let me tell you this. You're in North Carolina, right? You're in North Carolina in high school, right? I think it's around like 1980. Let's say 78 to be cool. And a friend of yours named Michael Jordan, right? This nigga is trash in basketball. He's so trash.
Hold
He
on,
don't
we
even,
can't say Michael Jordan
let me
trash.
finish.
He got a
No,
scholarship.
no, let me finish. We talking about ninth grade high school where he didn't make the team. And you go with him to tryouts, and you like, yo, my nigga, this ain't you, dog.
I mean, you don't have to tell him to quit.
No,
you might have to tell him to be like, hey, your layups
listen,
use work, but really
listen,
your perimeter shot, dog, if you work on your perimeter shot,
that's what I asked you. I asked you, so do you give criticism or do you give motherfucking, at that point, do you give sharp criticism or do you give support? Mo, talk to me.
Let me rephrase that to a different question. Your friend opens a restaurant. You go and try their food, and it is garbage. It's garbage, but they are your homie. Like
Okay, Mo.
What are you doing? Are you going to sit there and tell them their food is garbage? Are you just not going to ever eat their shit again? How are you going to interact in that situation?
I'm like, dog.
Hold on, I got this. Hold on.
Okay.
My man, 50 grand. I might support it and throw the shit away when I get outside.
Let me get a to-go plate. To-go plate.
Or I might tell a few. Man, that's rough. He about to spend his money. This is shit. Yeah, this shit ain't good, dog. I don't like nothing about.
You're at the grand opening, and it's all garbage.
Damn.
It's all garbage. You're sitting down. You tucked in. You tucked in the corner too, because that's your man. So you tucked in. You sitting there. You taste the cabbage. You're like,
Hey, but let me ask you a question. Has that actually?
He got hot sauce.
Has that actually happened?
Of course,
because a lot of my friends, a lot of my friends surprise me. Where they be like, "Hey, man, all right,
nah, nigga, we made a scenario where it's not rocking."
Okay, well, I had a friend, because they got the crickets, right, where you make shirts and shit. So I was getting a lot of gas mask shirts made, and my homeboy's like, "Bro, I can make you a gas mask shirt." I was like, "Bro, you probably can't make a gas mask shirt. I'm gonna leave that alone." And he was like, "What?" And he made that shit, and that shit was raw as fuck. He ended up making me like,
nigga, we talking about the worst case scenario. You got to stop doing it. You people pod to talk about the worst shit.
Okay, my bad. My bad. I ain't got no friends that did that where I was like, bro, don't ever do that shit again.
What happened, nigga, if it did? Mo, if your friend did that to you with the food, like, to me, I don't know. And if it's my man, Like,
I'm gonna have to come back with it. I'm not gonna say nothing that you've already invested for the month. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, when we sit down, if I'm comfortable enough, I'm gonna have to be like, I'm gonna have to come back and try your food, because the first time I tried it, but it was grand opening.
What if it's fucked up after the second time?
They just not gonna see me and they're gonna know. How come you don't come to my restaurant? It's not really my cup of tea. We gonna have to stop being friends, because that's what it's gonna boil down to. You gonna stop fucking with me because I don't eat your nasty food.
Yo, I'm not fucking with you.
I can't be the only person who told you this shit wasn't good.
But you gonna have an argument with your homeboy about that? About how nasty his food is? Or you just gonna shut the fuck up and leave it alone and not eat there?
If he asks me why I ain't pulling up, bro, you for real?
Damn. So it's over. You know it's over though. You and him ain't homeboys no more.
My cousin from New Jersey came here. This nigga won't even stop talking about how nasty that shit was. Bro, you really put me on blast. Because I ain't gonna lie, I used to battle as a kid, rapping. And if I lost a battle, niggas would be on my ass. So that's just the type of relationship we develop. Because, nigga, if you tell your friends, oh, yeah, the little homie Gas or the little homie Smoke, he wooty, and the wham, and then you pull up and I fumble, nigga, I'm finna have to hear about this at every time I see every event. I'm gonna have to hear about this. So, nigga, if I show up when I had to put on my Popeyes, when I had to put my Popeye muscles on and I had to show up every time, then a lot of my homeboys was like that. So
I still support your restaurant, man. I might come.
They got smoothies and shit, because it got to be something I got to get from out that motherfucker. I mean, I'm here.
Brooke, give us some final thoughts.
Final thoughts, man. We are about to see something that the world hasn't seen, and that is the fall of America. It is very slow. It is like a motherfucker that got punch drunk and he got hit the wall, but he's slowly going down. Will Donald Trump get indicted tomorrow? Who knows? But I'll tell you one thing. The situation will still be the same for black people. We are still on a path for reparations, and we're still trying to get our get back. Georgia, y'all got a reparations meeting. San Francisco, get off that bullshit. We want that cash. But as usual, this is the channel Beats, Bars, and Combo, and this is the show God Allows Men Elevation, aka the Game Show. I want to thank everybody that showed up, especially our special guest muted host tonight. Her name is okay, Miss Half and Half. Okay, so Miss Half and Half is in the building, and Gas is in the building. Brooke Acosta is in the building. Whatever you do, don't take no wooden nickels. All you got to do is like, subscribe. It don't cost you nothing. Don't hate, motherfucker. And we out. One.
Oh,